Good morning, afternoon, evening. Welcome everyone to our end of the year live stream for 2023. We're going to be covering just a bunch of stuff. We're going to go for about 3 hours, and I am not alone. I am joined here by the wonderful Sihales and more.
Hello.
Oh wait, there's even more than this. Sorry, you kind of messed up your cue.
No, it's okay.
All surprise.
Yep, surprise.
Hello.
So we've got.
But wait, there's more.
Indeed. So we got plenty to show off today, and just hang out with you guys and celebrate the end of the year because it's been an awesome 2023. We've had plenty of stuff come along, and lots of stuff happened. There's so much that I can't even remember too much in detail.
That's like only small details.
Only
Like
small
we got
details.
training rooms, so we got fleets.
The big
first test of fleet battles. By the way, yes, some of you really are eager to play more fleet battles. Guys, we will get them again, but as we said, we are going to go through the data and your feedback now, so give us some time. And yeah, many small and big features, many improvements, many things you didn't like, many things you liked. If you have any favorites, actually, let us know. Like, put it in feedback. If you liked something really well, like devs, of course, they also read your negative feedback, but if you want to make a really nice Christmas and New Year gift for them, just share what you actually liked. Even if it was small detail, like, I don't know, some random tree on some random map that is no longer glitching out or something like that. Or the Scandinavian map, like small new
See,
feature.
Alice, I apologize. I had to remove the chroma key filter on your camera because your suit was transparent. Your suit was transparent the whole time.
Awesome.
So I just discreetly made you properly green now. My bad. We can move on.
I hope I'm not green, it's just my suit being green.
I think I'm partially transparent on my side, but we can't remove the chroma key.
Are you? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
gonna have some transparency when it comes to any of like the shiny parts of that velvet.
Yep.
So.
Just a bit of a question I always like to do before this long streams like this. Please let us know in the chat if the audio is correct, if you can hear us correctly, so we can adjust on the fly just in case some technical issue arises.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
And also, I was saying we're not alone. Orachi is also going to join us later today. And if you are staying tuned in, there might be some gift for you guys.
Indeed.
And I'm not just talking about the gifts on my suit.
Santa May returneth.
Yes.
All green.
Audio's fine, all fine. The screen
Cool.
is blurred, guys.
Everything's
What
good.
screen? I mean, we are a bit hazy, I would say.
Maybe.
But I think that's just because we don't actually have another light here.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was stolen from somebody.
So this is technically the last stream of the year for
Yeah.
Legends.
It has been a
It is the last stream of the year. The next stream we will be having on the 8th of January, because next year as well, but next week, like many of you guys, we are celebrating Christmas, and after that we are going to be having New Year.
so that makes this the last stream of the year.
It is.
Man,
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little bit
Yeah.
sad.
as someone who's played this game since the beginning, this year has been like
The audio is delayed.
Yeah.
It's
like,
always like
yeah.
that. There's nothing we can do about that audio delay.
They had
But
it German, yeah, it's like slightly noticeable, I guess.
so.
Yeah.
This year we had what? We had fleets, we had
Training
rooms,
sleeping.
so
No,
many,
you got a point. You got
Yeah.
a point.
so many
Sleeping.
tech tree
so
editions.
many ships, yeah,
Yeah.
as well.
Christopher Colombo, Zao, which is in progress for
The
Bunch of
calendars,
Euros,
the
yeah.
calendars were introduced this year.
yeah.
But I mean, main beat features some balance changes as well were really important in there. Yeah, there
we
was a
had
bunch of stuff. There was a
Ton
bunch
of
of stuff.
balance changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this year has been. I feel like Legends has just moved so quickly this year. Like
You blink-
the whole
you-
thing just accelerated.
You blink and
tenfold.
it's Christmas again.
Yeah.
All that anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't too long ago I was in this elf outfit last year doing a different video.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And I had my elf Rudolph antlers and nose, which I kind of forgot today. I'm sorry. Also, some people mention where are the cat ears on Cihalis. It's a really good question, but I don't think it would match the suit very well.
Nah, it wouldn't match the suit, but it would match some glorious hair.
They would be hidden in my hair.
Try it.
It wouldn't matter. You know.
They're right there.
Do you have them here?
They're right there.
They are
Right
here.
there. Okay, give me a second, please.
I can get it. I'm wireless.
I was saying to it's got a
Yeah, they
bell.
have bells.
Oh no.
They have the bells. Look at this chat.
Blip with a suit is, equals perfect combination. Yes, we all agree.
Right, grab your screen grabs
Oh,
right now.
that's
Furry
nice.
Robin.
All right. So
Screen
it's
grab, screen
not,
grab,
There we
screen
go.
grab.
it's not technically like very Christmassy.
It actually it blends in with the afro.
Yeah.
The afro actually hides like the headband.
It does.
So
yeah.
the ears just poke out
It's
of the
just,
afro.
it's just my natural ear. I don't know what you mean.
Shake your head, do the bell.
Yeah.
Where's the
There
gift?
you
You
go.
will have to wait like a little bit. We're reading it later.
Stream feedback. I can't look at myself. I'm sorry.
I was saying to Orochi though, I probably won't fit in this costume next year. We got this outfit to fit me last year for last Christmas, and Czech food has been a bit too generous for me this year.
I have the same issue.
Yeah.
My
I'm
gut-
suffering right now.
I was trying to fit it in the bathroom, and the belt that comes with it doesn't fit me anymore.
Yeah.
And
You know what
the
I
red
don't get
shirt is so tight around my gut right now that I don't think I'll be in this next year.
What I don't quite get.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess we have to exchange it today. If I'm wearing the cat ears, Sihalis, you have to wear the.
That doesn't even make sense.
It does.
Come on, be
That's wrong,
festive.
wrong way around.
No,
No, it's the wrong way around.
It's not the wrong way around. The ear's on the right side. Here we go. Here we
You know,
go.
you're laughing, Blip, but you're the only
Now-
one who's not very Christmassy.
Now we can start.
Well, I have the colors. I've got,
Why?
I've got red. I've got green. I've got stripes.
Now
Red
we can
is
start.
Like, coordinated.
yeah, I guess maybe. I can wear them for a while and we'll hand them over, I think.
All right.
So
The sailing house cat.
Today's goal of the stream, we're gonna show like just a little bit of stuff we missed on the previous stream. We forgot to showcase the new Christmas guises, like the King of Winter, the Queen of the Deep, and the Lady of the Cold. So these are just nice commander guises, national commander guises with some nice voice lines. The rest, we can do whatever. We can play any ships. We can do some training rooms with people. We can just try to have some fun for 3 hours straight. That's the goal of today. So hopefully we can manage that. But yeah, I mean, what is? I'm asking all three of you guys here. What is like your expectations for 2023? Not accounting for Legends specifically, but like, is there any wishes that you specifically have for next year?
Oh, for next year.
Yeah.
Like for
Next
Legends or
year,
in general?
2023.
In general, or for Legends, it's a free answer.
Um,
For Legends, I'd really like to see an Italian aircraft carrier. But who knows if and when that would ever happen.
Oh no.
he said the C word.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All the chat right now. Ah! And I
The
think
issue
my
is I know the
actual-
roadmap for next week, so it's a bit difficult for me to say what I want or what I don't want.
Without rolling
biased.
up around.
I was on vacation, so I haven't seen our roadmap yet. Full disclosure. So anything I say is an announcement.
I see a lot of comments, you know, submarines, HMS Yukon, new aircraft carriers, bring back Cold Bear,
yeah,
better
yeah.
campaign reward, Hindenburg,
Hindenburg, yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Enterprise San Diego for global XP. Yes, more CVs. Of course, Shinji is asking for.
Spanish Tech Tree, that would be sick. Spanish cruisers.
What are the Spanish ships?
They're like the Castilla.
No, but what's their thing? Like, what's their-
They're kind of like AP heavy cruisers.
So they have like above average
yeah, I'm on
caliber
board.
gun, and they also have like this alternative firing mode by default, which is
Yeah.
like 2 salvos in a quick succession, then a long
Oh,
Yeah,
reload.
they have the
yes.
burst
Yeah,
fire on.
yeah,
it.
you,
Yes,
you
yes,
have
I
like
have it on
burst
PC,
fire baked in that tech tree line.
Yeah.
But the Castilla is basically like Napoli caliber with that burst fire, and it is really good. So
No,
yeah,
Deku,
it'd be
you
fun.
didn't miss anything about the roadmap. We are not, I guess, we're not gonna announce anything today.
Nope.
It's just-
you will maybe soon get some possible hints.
Yeah.
In a video or something
Perhaps.
like this.
Yeah.
Perhaps, maybe.
What Sahalas was
but-
mentioning was the internal roadmap.
Yeah.
So the secrets that we know and cannot reveal.
And we have to, you know, get our mental capacity to the max possible level, not to spoil anything or spill some beans, you know,
Yeah.
which is my specialty in that regard. Yeah. So
So,
Romanian Navy tree. Did the Romanians have a lot of ships?
Nothing really large. They probably had a few destroyers though.
Could be probably added to like the pan-European tree.
Yeah.
I can hear that
Tease
little
or we
bell
ride,
ding dong every time you move your head.
it's gonna trigger you.
No, I just think it's really funny. I'm trying not to laugh every time I head ding, ding,
Oh,
ding,
please
ding,
laugh.
ding, ding, ding.
It's the goal of the street.
Ding-a-ling.
No, it's to have fun.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think besides some Italian aircraft carriers, I think the game this year has already kind of met all the goals I wanted. I wanted more community tools, which we added loads of.
I mean, in general, like every other update was like a checklist of like what was requested a lot.
Yeah.
There's been so many quality of life improvements. I've genuinely forgotten half of the improvements we've added because there've just been so many of them.
Yeah.
So what he's saying is we should less.
I want
Oh,
to see
no.
graphical improvements,
Yeah.
but like some pretty significant ones. I mean, I know it's wishful thinking because we always have to cater to the console limitation, especially the old generation. But like, even if you look back at like 2016, sorry, my bad, 2018, 2019 Legends,
Yeah.
the graphic improvements is ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
actually ridiculous.
Like, actually,
and I
if
actually
you-
expect to see some more of that. I wish we would see some more of that. Because
If
the
you
game
YouTube
looks beautiful.
search Legends, you see a lot of like just by the thumbnails.
Yeah.
You see a big difference between like 4 years ago and then now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the main issue with that is really that we still have a lot of you playing on old gen consoles, and it just doesn't really make sense for us to focus too much on just the new ones. And yeah, we also have to, of course, optimize. But I think we might get some graphics improvements here and there. That's definitely something
Yeah.
we will be getting, and the more people switch to new consoles that have more powerful hardware, the more we can also focus on something like that.
Yo. Yeah. And that's for what I'm looking
And-
forward to.
That is also something we have been quite heavily working on this year, is reworking parts of the UI, which is also big factor of reworking it so it's more performant, loads faster, all the stuff. So that also helps the old consoles as well as the new ones, of course.
And I'm just looking forward to more balance changes of any kind. Some fun, some maybe not so fun.
Another Shimakazu nerf, perhaps?
Oh, please.
Just a few more. Just a few more nerfs, please.
How about another sleeping nerf?
Yeah. A bit more of that, please, and just revert the Des Moines nerf as well. You know, just-
And no, for YouTube chat, the stream is only available in English. We don't speak any other languages. Well, we do, but not for the stream. Controller support for mobile, yes, it is still a possibility, but it's not very high on the priority list. We rather want to like make the game actually work on mobile smoothly on as many devices as possible, and then we can think about and like also catch up with the features that are still missing, and then we can think about adding new features. Of course, we are already adding some mobile exclusive features because it makes sense for them to have that, but we have to prioritize a little bit there.
Yeah.
Did the number of players in Legends increase over the year? We won't comment on player numbers, but I can tell you we are doing absolutely fine.
So,
Okay, well, I feel like we've been talking for a while. Do you want to maybe play a battle or something?
we can, sure. I kind of want to. I mean, we have like some white ships that we can also replay a little bit today. Kutuzov White,
Winter.
Nelson,
Winter.
Winter. Right, sorry, and Gepard Winter as well. So I think we could just start with this, but then honestly, we can just play whatever we want. It is a free stream, basically. Some secret numbers you can tell. Nah, Deiko, we won't comment. As Cialis said, we're just doing really fine. That's it.
That said, I can kind of reveal that if everything goes right, we are repairing some numbers that we will soon share.
indeed.
But
Yo,
Okay.
so
yeah,
what
in
do
this
you-
stream we cannot talk about anything secret. I'm sorry.
You want to do 6?
Yeah, I kind of want to play either like the German new destroyers or perhaps like the America at tier 7. Just pick a ship and we can just go. Make sure you just have the new commander guys is enabled, and I'm gonna put the King of Winter here
Mm-hmm.
on Eric Bay.
For general feedback, like new ideas for features for fleets or other things, please rather drop it in our Discord. There we actually read it every week. We're going through it. If you drop it in the YouTube chat, we can't really note it down, and we will not see like many upvotes or anything else like that. So
Yep.
it's a lot better to just drop it on our Discord. Wow's Legends is the invite code.
Yeah.
And as for the CV changes that the PC team just announced, our CVs are already a bit different, so I don't think we will completely copy them in any way. And you also have to keep in mind they are announcing that they're going to test it in like the next month. I don't know when exactly. I think like February, end of February is what they said. So that's not even a thing yet. So we'll see.
What guys are you running right now? Just so I can equip a different
King.
We do
one.
answer Discord. Yes,
Okay,
we do.
I will do Queen of the Deepland.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
And
So-
then
For Ohio, we currently don't have any plans if when we will bring her back. In theory, everything is possible. In practice, I would assume that it's more likely to expect her like back in like crates or something like that, like similar to Jobard or Lennon or like other.
Like Yoshino.
Yeah, like Yoshino actually. Yeah, true. We basically already have a precedence for that. Yeah. But then again, like it really depends. The thing is, we usually don't want to put ships that are like very popular or like that a lot of you already have as something exclusive, because then it's like, I mean, something exclusive to like campaign or bureau, because then we release the campaign or bureau, and a lot of you already have it, so there's no benefit for you. So we'd rather add new ships with campaigns
Oh,
and bureaus.
you
and,
told me tier
then
6.
everybody has something from
Oh,
it.
my bad.
And
I
then you
guess.
picked a tier 7.
I'm sorry. I guess we
Oh.
just.
You just forced a fail dip.
Now, chat. I just have a question for you.
It's just fun mode.
Is the stream a little bit low in terms of frame rate, or is it just me right now? Can you just confirm this either on Twitch or YouTube? Because on my end, it
it's
seems
fine on
like we
OBS.
have a bit of a frame rate problem.
Robin.
I hope not, but let's just make sure.
I think it's the restream tool. Just
Yeah, we have some drop frames for some reason.
I don't know. It's fine. It looks like really okay, but I feel like sometimes the stream is kind of dropping some frame. I'm sorry. I keep talking about
was-
technical stuff here,
It
but
was
I just want to
laggy
make
10
sure.
seconds ago, apparently. Fine
Alright,
here
cool.
now.
Told me to put tier 6, so I
It's
did.
fine.
Now I'm
It's
in a 7 and an 8
alright.
game.
It's a challenge.
Tier 7, tier 8
It's
lobby.
Nelson.
I'm the only tier 6 in the game.
144p on auto. Yeah, that's normal though.
I said
Just
tier 7, by the way.
No,
Put
you
it up.
said tier 6.
I said tier 7.
Chat, did he say tier 7 or did he say tier 6?
I said tier 7.
He
I'll
said
take,
tier
I'll
6.
take the marker. I'll say tier 7.
guys, no fight.
It's okay. You'll do fine.
yeah. So
You'll do just fine.
saw a question here about hybrid ships next year, possibly. So the thing with hybrid ships is that naturally there's going to have to be some kind of technical like situation figured out to make them work, and so that would be a precedent. So like it's always possible, but there's going to be extra development needed to make anything like that work.
Guess I'm playing support. So I don't get one shot buying these scary 8s.
Yeah, we are having some upload issues apparently.
Yeah, our Wi-Fi in this room is...
Well,
There's no
it's
Wi-Fi,
not
but,
Wi-Fi. This is all wired.
Yeah.
But probably it's Frankfurt Server Hub being stressed.
I have no idea. I think we're streaming to Prague,
Okay.
which ultimately goes through Frankfurt anyway, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope it will fix itself because
But the game is fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it must be just the stream.
Lob that? No, can't lob that. Okay. Yeah, people
No, it's not
saying
Twitch thing, it's
lagging
the
a
same
lot.
on YouTube. We are streaming to both.
So last year about this time you announced 4K 60 FPS for PS5 with a soon mark. So far it's not here. Any news regarding it? So we are still working on it. It's I guess we expected it a little bit sooner than it has been, but we are definitely working on it, and it's something that we really do want to have or want to get done because PlayStation 5 is the next generation, and it's very important to have good performance and good visuals on all of our different versions. So
There are a lot of nuances and like small things with this.
it's never as simple as turning something on, unfortunately. Yeah. Will there be Cold War content in general? We have some Cold War content, but the issue is that once you get into the 1950s, you start seeing the evolution of naval combat change entirely away from guns and torpedoes. So there's not really any plans to change away or to go further beyond guns and torpedoes. So later Cold War content is not planned at all.
what is this? Oh, it's a
I
Suzuki.
think we should be fine now again with Rainbow.
I
Oh,
hope
okay.
so.
I hope it stays like that.
I'm playing super conservative because I'm in a Nelson in a tier 8 will absolutely. I think
And
these
you
tier
play-
8s overmatch me, don't they?
Ah, you just answered about
Oh
the
yeah,
modern ships,
basically.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Can I
Yeah.
do?
So
Yeah, I get shot once and I'm gonna sting.
It seems that most of their teams are actually up here. At sea at least. So he should be fine.
Yeah, well, Marco Polo's gonna get a shot really, man. Whether he takes it or not is a different story.
Could we see more tier 7 Soviet battleships? Possible, yes. We just don't really release that many ships, like Soviet ships, or for that matter, not that many ships that aren't German, US, or British, or Japanese, because simply you guys play those nations the most.
yeah.
So we're kind of catering to what is being played the most, or what is popular. So if you want other nations to be more popular, play other nations more, and they also get more attention. That said, we are also trickling in other nations every now and then.
Oh no.
Man, I'm
Yeah.
chunking these Massachusetts.
Well,
Can fix please the aim bug. If you're encountering any bugs, please report it on our Discord, but I'm not aware of any aim bug, to be honest.
well, this is who shooting me now, and he's actually kind of hurting me.
Frank, I have no idea who that is. And I don't think we ever had any person on the team called Tina.
Yeah. Unless he's meaning Polina, who was our social media manager back in the day.
Ah, yeah.
They
Oh, I
knew
just-
her.
Yeah, true.
So she's still with the team. If that's who you're meaning, Polina, from way back in the like 2020 and such, she's still with the team. She's working with marketing now, and so that's why you don't see her interact as much when it comes to social media and her live streams. So, but she's still here and helping.
Texas B, when I saw some photos of it, damn, looks beautiful with the black primer. Oh, that's the PCF Texas B?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Or
Maybe
maybe
it was
maybe it was
mock-up,
a
or maybe
Texas
they
with the
added
shadow
it.
camo.
Oh,
it's also
20k
possible, yeah.
Tetsuya.
Yeah, you can actually technically make any ship like a black ship, kind of. Not with the nice accents and like the little model changes and stuff, like the chrome on the guns, but you can get a fully dark ship by using the shadow camo that you can get from Black Friday offers.
Honestly, it kind of goes to show how strong Nelson is, because I'm a 6 in a 7 and 8 lobby, and I'm actually not doing
And you
bad.
were so worried.
I'm not actually
Right,
doing
here's
bad.
Already
No.
saturated with premium battleships, so leave the game needs more cruisers and destroyers. It's not just premium battleships. The most popular ships in the game are actually all Tech Tree or Legendary here battleships. It's just that battleships are popular. They are relatively easy to play, and a lot of people, believe it or not, just don't really want to put that much effort in. It's just how it is.
Yeah. And it's
if-
a battleship.
Yeah.
Big gun, go boom.
Exactly. Cruisers are just more difficult, destroyers even more so, but to be fair, I have seen quite some complaints throughout the years of too many destroyers being around, so I guess it depends who you ask.
Because natural enemy of the battleship.
Yeah. So it's really up to you guys. If you want to see certain ship types more, you have to play them more. There are plenty of good options. In fact, I think some of the best ships are actually both destroyers and cruisers.
Yep.
Isn't just like all the battleships are good and the rest are bad.
Yeah. And so when it comes to like the Pearl Harbor refit battleships, as a history affiliated person, I would love to see them as well. The main issue with them, from at least a gameplay standpoint, is that all of these battleships are really, really slow, which means that a lot of players generally, besides the historical interest, are not going to find them very appealing. So they'll probably end up coming at a more slower pace. We saw Virginia 44 release on PC this year, and so like that's a possibility for one of the Pearl Harbor ships. But as for anything else, we'll have to see in the future.
David, I don't know what you mean with forged credit, so yeah. Please elaborate. Ever going to bring something like operations like PC has? Not trivial. We would like to. But as you know, we usually have something like operations for our Halloween or like also April Fools. maybe sometimes in between. That's definitely something that doesn't go away. We want to keep doing that, and yeah, maybe one day we have operations as well. Have to see.
Yeah. Historically, what is the difference between a DD and a Corvette, or a destroyer and a Corvette? So Corvettes are, like, at least during World War II period, Corvettes are much smaller than destroyers are. They are basically just small, cheap ships that are for escorting convoys and dealing with anti-submarine warfare, where destroyers are going to be usually fleet units that will actually engage in surface combat against other warships. You can engage another warship in a Corvette, but you don't want to be doing so.
What are all of your
I was
holiday
doing so
plans?
well, and then just out of the blue, torpedo. I mean, to be honest, playing a TA6 in an 8 lobby, the one thing that was hurting me the most was the range.
Get dunked on.
To be fair, there are much worse ships to be stuck in a up tier lobby than Nelson.
Well,
to her.
2 tiers higher.
Yeah.
It was a bit rough.
Yeah.
Because they outranged me a lot.
Yeah.
Like in battleship versus battleship fights, I was getting fired on by things I couldn't shoot back at. But I didn't do horrendously.
Man, this AP is ridiculous.
We keep that rate up. I have the full Cat Ear Community Manager collection by the end of this year. Rafin, he's actually the one who sent us the Cat Ears.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As for, we don't plan for adding any Corvettes into the game because essentially the natural entity of the Corvettes are not planned for the game, and also Corvettes just like Corvettes will not survive in a surface engagement against.
What's the natural
destroyers.
enemy of Corvette?
Things that go underwater.
Ah,
Please let me hit a
really?
torpedo on this guy.
Submarines count at Corvettes?
Well, it's the other way around.
Because
Corvettes
it's a
are
natural enemy of Corvettes.
Yeah, because
So Corvettes
Corvettes
get hunted by destroyers, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, yeah. Well, Corvettes will just get curb stomped by anything.
No,
so
fair enough. You just look into the general direction.
yeah.
But yeah, what are your holiday plans, guys?
I'm going back to France to see my family.
I already had my holiday plan. So I'm going to be in the office over the festive period talking to you guys.
Yeah. Boss is gonna hold the fort.
Yeah.
Already went home. I'm hopefully going home, but my family's sick, so maybe. And
Is Atlanta a kind of Corvette? No. Atlanta is a small cruiser. Corvettes are going to be even smaller than destroyers, with like at most a 100 millimeter gun.
No.
But like my plan for the holiday is I'm actually going to go home and be home for the holidays this year, which is the first time in about 5 years for me. So that's going to be my plan. But don't tell anyone because nobody's supposed to know back home at least. So
hopefully none of your family members are watching the stream.
yeah, I don't think they are. So
Okay, good. All right. If you guys can go to, I think Boss's camera would be nice and full screen. We got a guest.
I'll move across a bit.
No,
No.
over there.
We don't have a guest just yet.
This
Boss.
camera.
Come
There,
over here.
it's bad
Come over
here.
yeah.
There's no space. Oh, we got a mute
ho.
center.
You missed a third. It's ho,
Ho.
ho, ho.
Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Wait,
Do you
let's
have presents
start
for
the-
Do you have presents for us, Santa?
Have you ever heard of a Santa without presents, Robin?
Yeah, my dad.
That went dark.
Emotional damage.
Okay, well, this Santa has presents. So, guys, it's tradition in this holiday special streams that we do give you some type of code. And this year, there is one that
The wrong way around.
It's flipped, but you can figure it out.
Wow,
no.
Orochi, that code is so big.
Okay, guys, I have you fixed up. Don't worry. Here's the code. It's up here, like on the top left corner of the thing. If you go on that tab, it should be.
Well, actually, it might be right on this camera. There we go.
Hey,
Yeah.
No, you should have left it on this camera so to figure it out, like the mind game of reversing it.
So here we go. Free code for you. I have no idea what this gives though, but it's the secret present.
You can have it if you want.
You're going to each get each saying it works for all of us who's watching. It will expire eventually. So redeem it now. Just go to our website. There's the redeem code button on the top, warslegends.com. and it will give you 2 level 2 crates. So good luck with your gifts.
I hit your antler. It's fine.
Why are you touching my antler? That's very personal part of mine. We had the like little code flickering thingy on the top, the banner as well.
Yep.
Maybe you can press that again. Yes.
There we go.
I think that's easier than the.
Don't worry, it is now active, so it will basically show on every single scene of the stream when I switch them. So
Okay.
It's fine. But if you want me to display the code, it's a button away.
What does the code do? 2 level 2 Santa crates.
Hi Santa.
Oh, okay.
Bye Santa.
Santa is going to read feedback.
Okay.
Enjoy the stream, everyone. See you in a bit.
Good luck, Santa.
So be careful what you write in feedback, or else you might get coal in your stocking.
Careful. Because it's a resource on. It is a resource on PC actually.
I guess it definitely works. There are plenty of people redeeming it. It has also been dropped in both chats. You can also drop it
So-
again.
For the record, everyone's talking about like Felders being bad. I didn't do horrendous. I was actually like mid-board, and I was the only tier 6 in the whole game. But this time, Robin, because even chat confirmed you said 6. So right, to not artificially inflate yourself to make me look bad and you look amazing, tell me the correct tier.
This
I
is
will
tier
play
6
a
right here.
Ship.
Not the other way around. Now he has to play 6 and you play 7.
Oh wait. Oh, you were the only tier 6
Yes,
in here.
because you told me to play tier 6 and then picked a different tier, and then I ended up being the only tier 6 in the whole game. But I didn't do bad, considering. I actually did pretty good.
No, I think it would be fair if Robin is playing 6
No,
now.
I don't want to force
Boss is playing
fail divs
7.
unless we absolutely
We can
have
go
to.
tier 5. I can play Gepard Winter, and you can go tier 6. All right.
No, that's not good.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Mr. Final Boss. I apologize.
good. Good.
Thanks, Santa. Yeah, Santa already ran away, but he is going to join us later on stream.
Yeah, he'll be Santa will be returning and replacing the elf in like an hour, right? Yeah.
Here, the manager still works. Because Santa is technically the manager of the elves, right?
Oh, Lord.
Down tier Robin only fair. Hey, for once I'm having good games on stream, alright?
I'm gonna
Wait, what?
play. It's
How did you break
it wasn't
the
released this
streamer
year,
curse?
But I am gonna play.
Come again?
How did you break the streamer curse of having bad games on stream?
I don't know.
He
I
never
mean,
has bad games on stream. He never has bad games. What do you mean?
So-
This is Robin.
The only time I remember Robin breaking the streamer curse was the French battleship stream.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The
It was
Dunkirk
so
game was
perfect.
cursed.
Blib just spitting out beautiful Dunkirk facts and me just absolutely wiping the enemy with that ship. It was glorious. So
As-
yeah.
We already got basically all ships that can drop out of the crates, so opening the crate is not gonna go like super crazy unless we get like a super prize. But I would hope you guys get those and we don't.
Make Robin play a battleship. I can play Colombo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So and I can play a strong
When it comes to questions like any plans for X, Y, Z, we will not be able to answer these questions. So if you want something, rather put it as a request in the feedback channel on our Discord server. Like any requests in the YouTube chat will basically not make it. We will not be able to really consider anything that's written here. Has anyone here even gotten a super prize? I mean, I don't know about
I've
the
seen
chat,
so
but I've
many people
seen
pull, like,
several.
Yeah.
Robin got a super prize.
Oh, there's a bit of a funny note here. We have access for our internal tool. At least me as a video producer, I use a build on my PS5, which is basically super tests.
It is super test.
It is super test essentially. And I was trying to record a French ship or a German ship coming out of the early access crate, and my luck was terrible. I was opening like crates after crates, and I was not able to record the proper footage of a ship going out of a crate. So I'm like, it's fine. I'll just try later. Let me just open one center level 5 on this press account or super test account. The first ship that drops is Lenin. Hence, you had that in the overview video with Lenin dropping out of the crate
Casual Lenin.
instead of the early access ships, basically. So yeah, it's funny. But I've seen a lot of people
Arifin, I have
on,
no
on
idea what you
Discord
mean.
just saying that they got like a Jean Bart, a Lenin, or any sort of the top grade high end ships.
Saw a few Jean Bats on Facebook. I was just casually watching Facebook while at home.
Mobius, no, Santa's not making a list and checking who was naughty. Today, everybody gets something.
Yeah, it does. All right, then
Like
we have a carry.
I had the same. Like I was testing the new update on Super Test actually. First container I open. First ship I get Yoshino. Second ship I
Lord.
get Lenin. Next ship I get Jean Bart. And I'm like, this is going well.
Oh God. No. Yeah.
I opened like 15 crates and got 6 ships.
I saw somebody ask if Ochakov was a good ship. They just got it out of a container. So Ochakov is a very good ship. She's essentially she's like the ultimate like harassment and long range light cruiser at tier 7. So
Just go broadside and watch them though. It would just tilt battleship mains as they open.
Probably not the
with full
easiest
salvos.
to play though. Like
yeah.
just play it like assuming you get one shot, whatever hits you. Then that you're good
then-
with light cruisers.
And then everything that hits you will just go straight through you because you're super thin.
Promotion orders to go for thousands I already have. I mean, we had an event already where you could spend promotion orders. We might do something like this again, but you also have to keep in mind that is kind of a luxury issue. Like a lot of players
he topping
are
me?
actually needing promotion orders. Just
Sure.
yesterday, or was it today? I don't know. Past days, I saw some players be very happy about it. We have to kind of balance that. We have to add stuff that is also good for new players and
Okay.
good for like medium-term players. But yeah, of course, if you have been with us with the game for a long time, you might have received a lot of free stuff. And promotion orders were quite available, especially if you do like every single mission,
God,
every
yeah,
single
you
You
event.
see where our destroyer just died? Our destroyer just like got point blanked by
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Okay.
Top ships and end up with Duke of York, but like Duke of York is actually one of the top ships at tier 6 in terms of battleships.
Duke of York is
Yeah,
amazing.
Duke of York is really solid.
Ever since the buff where we improved, was it its citadel or its armor, and it still kept its super heal?
Yeah.
Oh, it's insane. It can heal so much, and its armor's really good now.
Yep.
It's one of my favorite ships.
I forgot how French destroyers just eat other destroyers for breakfast with that booster. I should have actually put another
And
commander.
go all out. It's become go all out. Like
How many
harass-
crates does the code give? The code gives you 2 level 2 crates.
Duke of Pork, no, close.
Did you go for pork?
It's my favorite kind of.
Oh,
Duke.
now we need like a bacon camo pattern.
Oh Lord. We already have the bacon flag. Now it's just going to be the next thing. It's just going to be bacon camo.
2045 days of premium time. Like, as you might have noticed, we reduced the amount of premium time. Yes, we know like some of you have too much of that. But again, if you're a new player and you get premium time out of something, you're going to be very happy. If you're a veteran player who has 2000 days, like this case, and you're not, yeah, of course. Need the spaghetti Roma skin. I believe if we release a spaghetti or like pasta skin or like pizza skin for Italian ships, we might have like a riot of Italian players in front of our office.
Yeah.
Italy isn't exactly around the corner, but it is on the same continent, so
We need a teabag flag, like a Union Jack
Fubuki
teabag
don't.
flag. That'd be a good one.
no, just like we need to add like a system where you just drag a tea bag behind your ship and it leaves like a tea trail.
Teabag guys, shoot teabags.
So that New York is dead.
Oh,
because
also
it was
good.
just going for a
Instead of an oil
complete
spill, it's a tea spill.
point blank hit and run on that. Yeah.
Spilling
Rip
the
my
tea,
damage, I
what is
guess.
what is being leaked?
Or tea in the harbor.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, chat. I have no idea what's going on with the stream. I really don't. Sometimes it's smooth, sometimes it's like saccaded. I honestly have no clue.
I think it's just the ingestion of the stream.
Is there anything we can do to fix this?
No. Restart the stream, but I don't think that's worth the attempt.
Probably not.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
But the stream is using the same connection that you guys are using for playing. So unless your game is also stuttering, it's not our connection.
Mm.
It's just the stream itself.
That's it. Sometimes on your end, yeah. It's.
I might
I
need
don't know
some
what's wrong.
assistance with this destroyer.
If you can shoot the ranger, please do, because I want to
I'm
keep.
trying to go for
spotted.
the Mahan because he's just.
Bullying you. Let me just switch on your camera.
Well, no, it's not, now I'm just gonna get farmed.
no, it's fine. It's fine.
So when is the annual stuff like yearly reward ship? So we have like 2 pseudo anniversaries. So there's like kind of the early access anniversary, which is in April, and then we have the big anniversary, which is in August. So that's normally whenever those things come out.
Okay, so I'm doing everything correctly. If you just copy paste this link or click on it if it's clickable, I don't know why it's not copy pastable on YouTube. It should put the code in. You just need to log in and submit.
Yeah. Somebody just
You
got
guys-
a Kronstadt from their
Will you guys get us more codes? We just released a few codes last week. We are still having, or we already had some giveaways on our socials. So always follow our socials. We do a lot of giveaways there because, quite frankly, it's just the biggest reach we have. We did get you this code exclusively for the
Oh,
stream.
really?
It's also only going to be active
I need a hand.
during the
time.
stream a little bit
I can't
afterwards.
help you. I'm sorry. I'm dealing with my own problems right now.
And I can already tell you that there will be more to come. You might want to pay attention to all
As a
kinds
sub
of
to you, I'm dead.
YouTube and Twitch channels.
Well, I'm being dropped by the CV, and I'm probably gonna go. Oh, he missed actually.
I can't swap to you. You need to swap to
Oh,
you.
my bad.
What's the thought process for not including commander mission for Dantico and crates? I don't know if you can actually drop missions from crates, but it was mainly we just have a list of ships that can drop.
You can drop missions from crates because the early
on.
access ships come with missions.
True.
So it's just essentially we had a list of ships and they went in, nothing else with them
Okay, now I need
because
to
it's
run.
the
can-
one ship where that would be a thing.
We don't want to make commanders available that are like not available if you don't have the ship, and we currently don't have like a way to make it only available in store, for example, for Commander XP if you have a related ship. Maybe that's something we can add in future. It's a bit annoying, I know, but it's kind of like the lesser evil between confusing players to be able to get commanders they can't really use on a ship versus the current system.
Yeah.
So we only make commanders available once they're actually in the tech tree. That's how it usually works. But we will see if we can figure out a solution for that.
Oh shoot! I'm gonna die to this.
That said,
Mahan.
I have seen some people play Atlantico with like the default commander that comes with the nation, and it's working really well as well. It's still a pretty nice ship.
My HP.
Will there be an El Otago alternative? I'm actually not sure if we can do that. Don't know the contextual details, to be honest. But we did add, what's her name?
Haguro.
Haguro, yes.
Arpeggio Haguro.
Which is not quite the same, but also really potent, like fire starter commander. So
Oh, please take these torpedoes, Mahan.
I
Take
would call
them.
her alternative.
Please take them.
Yep.
No.
As for the exact same commander, again, currently not.
Oh, that prediction was too good to be true. That prediction was too good, but now at least they got him.
Giroud for now got the default commander, but yeah, we might add a new commander for destroyers.
Yep.
But that would be more likely if we add more destroyers of the nation. Piaguro on Azuma is crazy, I can imagine. It's basically perfect match for any like Japanese fire starter
man.
cruiser build.
These Rangers bombers are gonna fly straight over me because somehow he went around the entire map just to come back north. Is he trying to strike RCV? Yeah, I'm gonna die to the carrier. Even if I run away from it now, it's nothing I can do.
Where's the office Christmas tree? It's
It's
actually
like
in the
right-
room right next to us.
Yeah, it's like
in the
right
lobby.
there through a wall.
Looks quite
we
nice
didn't-
actually. The
We
tree.
didn't want to carry it. I don't
damn
even
it,
think it would fit through the door, to be honest.
Yeah.
Pretty big tree.
Life finds a way. But yeah, that would be a mess. There would just be pine needles everywhere.
It'd probably rip half the tree off trying to fit it through the door.
I just missed every shell. Yeah.
Yeah, but the carrier spam spotting me, so I'm eventually going to die here if I can't go dark, which I cannot actually. Oh. No, don't do me like this.
The one stray shell it just gets you like.
Help me, please. Oh, but the carrier is dead. Okay, good. I'm actually glad. Please, just get that last plane shut down so I can actually play as a DD here. That'd be
So
neat.
the code gives you 2 Santa level 2 crates.
Yep. Is the dedicated
Shoot it
Pan
down.
American Battleship Commander going to be available apart from the store bundle? As Sahal has explained earlier, it's difficult to allow him to make him available without making him available to people who cannot be able to access him. That is, they don't have any Pan American ships and don't have any Pan American ships that he would be useful for. Because you can have a commander, but you can't access him because he's not available in the UI the way that works. So we want to avoid situations like that. Right now there's nothing announced in terms of making him available.
As for mobile on iOS, iOS doesn't have side loading, so we can't technically give you any way to install the version if you're not in one of the currently released countries. If you are on Android, you can just go to warlegends.com/Android and get the game for mobile there. But yeah, that's not possible. As far as I know, there are some plans to actually add that to iOS, but I have no idea.
Will you
if and
bring
when
in a
that
game
happens.
mode that you can play without destroyers and standard? No, because destroyers are the predominant battleship counter at the
What have I
moment.
just witnessed? What have I just witnessed, chat? Can I sit at Hawkins at 6.3 kilometers?
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah,
No,
but
yeah,
can I
but-
actually throw here?
It'll be the worst trade in history if you just shoot down, all shattering, it turns around and one shots you.
Yeah, I can try.
I think right now, are you the only one spotting him?
Ah, he's gonna turn in. So, yeah, no. The only chance for me to win this is if he's. Come on. That is way too close for comfort. Accelerate, Gepard, please. I'm gonna let my battleships deal with him. He's not broadsided to me anymore.
No, there won't be any other codes. We were thinking about doing a giveaway again, where of course the prizes are known, but then only a couple of you can actually get it. So this year we thought, hey, why not give everybody who's going to watch something to put under their Christmas tree? I mean, the Santa crates are coincidentally gift boxes and presents, and yeah, maybe we do a normal giveaway next year again. But I feel like this way is nicer. I mean, let us know honestly what you prefer.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat. This isn't the most exciting gameplay of all time.
Well,
but,
chat is saying time's up. Let this Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, I guess. If she shows me broadside again, I will engage with AP.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
No, you.
As for Lafudra builds, I would build Lafudra like you would build Richelieu or John Barr, which is you got Azure Lane Dunkirk is excellent if you have her. Otherwise, Robert Gerard.
Oh,
Wait, you got him?
Oh, Gepard OP. Gepard OP. Yeah, I got a 5 Citadel salvo, which feels really good actually. Done.
Simply delicious.
Done. Sorry, my reactions are a bit over the top sometimes. It's just very satisfying to pull this off.
For Prime drops, the partner did not renew the contract. Like you might have seen on socials, we are not alone with this. It's just generally something that's happening. The Prime loot drops are just running out. And for now, we don't know if or when they will continue. Could be never, could be in a year, who knows? We don't know either. But matter of fact is Prime loot drops are not a thing anymore for now, for the time being.
Damn. McFat Fubuki actually got almost a Kraken on that.
Will there be level 5 crates and upcoming codes out of generosity? They would be really generous, so no, sorry. That we might as well just give you a ship, which is something we do. We did have many giveaways throughout the year, and we are continuing to regularly have some giveaways where you can pick ships. We even for our birthday, was it birthday or anniversary? I don't know. One of the two, we had a giveaway where you could even pick any ship, like literally any ship, except like Founders Edition and like the Alpha ships or like the test ships. But everything else was good to go.
Tier
So,
7.
yeah,
this
it's
time.
possible, but
see that, yeah.
not anytime soon.
Okay.
You know the bells as well.
Stato, I don't know what you mean. Is there a chance Prince Eugen gets a second reload booster with the right skills?
Yeah, I guess you could run fully
Like-
packed. But in terms of getting like buffing base Prince Eugen, there's no plans right now. But we do get a little bit of feedback about her because Hipper got some buffs and she didn't.
How's she doing though?
She's probably in the middle somewhere.
Double
I'm curious.
attack.
I don't see her on either of the extremes. So
Which probably means there's neither a nerf nor a buff.
yep.
Yep. Target acquired.
Yeah.
That's gonna be our sole focus of this game.
I'm not sure the holiday significance of Robin's ears. The holiday significance is that they were here and we were talking about them.
Yeah. I have to admit
Picture
though.
this. It's Christmas, the fire's going, you can hear the logs crackling in the fire. The little cat is asleep next to the fire.
I have to admit, the Kutus of Winter
Robin sleep next to the fire?
looks sexy.
Yes, it is.
Atago isn't very good. Get out of here, Dr. Kandiru. It's probably one of the best Tier 7 premium cruiser in Legends, alright? And probably the best Tier 8 premium cruiser on PC as well. Atago is the GOAT.
Atago's
okay?
just like the ship, no matter what other ships get released, she's just good.
Yes. It will never
She
get
just
power
doesn't
crept.
care.
It doesn't care. You
Yeah, I
have
think it's
concealment,
still-
you have torpedoes, you have big guns, you are fast, you're agile, you have plating, you have armor.
I think
Come on.
it's still, I think, the only Tier 8 cruiser that's banned in competitive on PC.
Banned.
Yeah, Otago.
Because it's just that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she got all the tools.
Yeah.
Atago isn't very good, sounds like skill issue. I mean, yeah. Look, Atago can get blapped very easily, but that's like every IGN cruiser ever. Although
That's
she
basically
gets
most cruisers.
41 millimeter deck. That can bounce every caliber in a game at range. It's ridiculous. Suzuya is better? No.
Yeah.
No.
Was it ever banned on PC? Yeah, it was banned in. I think it was in clan battles, or there was a few seasons that were Tier 8 and no Otago.
I would say Suzuya is more annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But
Suzuya gets
better, not
sneezed at and
really.
explodes,
Yeah.
you know? Atago can actually angle and properly tank some shells. Suzuya just cannot tank
I mean,
anything.
odds are usually if you see a cruiser, they are most often just getting blapped either way.
From which side
But
is that?
I'm not spotting anything yet on Seaside, which is kind of concerning me.
Yeah, I got detected for like a second. I just want to know where the AL Chapayev is before I go stationary and smoke up, you know?
Stato
we
was there
go.
for warships
There
as
you
well, or
go.
just tanks?
We have
What?
eyes on the AL Chapayev.
Apparently there was some collaboration with like a German delivery company, like food delivery,
Huh.
where you got some drops. I know we had that for Warships PC and I believe also Legends as well some time ago, but that's biz dev stuff and marketing. So that's very complicated, lots of contracts, months of discussions. Not something I can like confirm or deny on a stream.
Oh god. Susie sells seashells at the seashore. Oh lord.
Can we get a spot on this Abruzzi again?
Suzuya with Haguro was awesome. I think we already established that. Insert IGN cruiser name here with Haguro is awesome.
Yeah.
And I've basically just uncontested the grab C. They're just not pushing it, so...
Alright, screw
And
it.
news on if we will ever be able to see camos we have for ships we don't currently have in port. Not really planned. Like, there are definitely some players who have that, maybe even more. But in the end, I don't know. Where would
That's
we
a-
put this? Like in
That's
the main menu?
Yeah, that's another layer to the UI inspect element. So Not sure.
Like I don't think that feature would be used very much, and whether we should really like add resources to have that added to the game, and also like you have to keep in mind just because we add something to the game, that also that doesn't mean we do it once and that's it. Every single time we add something else, we will need to like test it again, add functionality. I'm not sure that's worth it. I think it makes more sense to spend time on other features in that case. Maybe someday. I have no idea how much work that is, to be honest. But not anytime soon. Are we getting submarines the first quarter of the year? No. It's like, hypothetically, even if you were, we would not be able to or be allowed to tell you. We can say everything once and then we have to find a new job. And the gaming industry is very small, so odds are people will know why you need a new job.
What exactly is spotting me?
We kind of really like our jobs.
I'm so confused about what was spotting me for a second here.
But what's the point of being in a fleet?
Fleets give you a ton of economic bonuses for being in them. So you get discounts on tech tree ships, you get bonus to your XP
yeah, the
income,
battleship.
XP and
Yeah,
credits
yeah.
income. Your service costs are reduced. This is assuming your fleet is upgraded, of course. And then you also get access to fleet battles, which is just a fleet exclusive, like competitive combat mode whenever it's available. Right now, fleet battles are not available because we're kind of putting them in the shop to do some more work on them. And so, but
Oh no.
For any non-native speakers, putting it in the shop is
Made a
just
big
slang
mistake.
for like working
I'm
on
trying
it.
to help
Yeah.
on the Iowa.
We are not selling fleet battles.
no. Yeah, good point. Yeah, and so, but fleets give you just a bunch of bonuses that just make your life in the game easier.
Like, even if you're not a very social player, joining a fleet doesn't hurt.
Yep.
And more steel, yes.
Oh, that is
Think you mentioned that? I
so
don't know.
toxic because of.
Basically, all the resources you can only get more of it, except oil,
Yep.
because that goes towards your fleet.
Where is this Sean Bar?
And in theory, you
Just
can
found.
also gift like every member in the fleet a seasonal crate as commander of the fleet. But I think most fleets are still
doing
working on
HG.
upgrading their fleets and rather use the oil for that.
Just trying to cap.
Any thoughts
I
about
don't really
adding
wanna let
fleet
him
tech
get C,
ships?
so-
Thoughts, yes, many. We would like to do this well. It's just not that easy. There are a lot of things to comply with. There are a lot of things when it comes to like moderation, when it comes to filters, when it comes to how to do it cross-platform, that aren't that easy. It takes a long time.
I'm gonna try and
Maybe
be
you can
toxic.
add it eventually. I cannot tell you, honestly. For now, it's not planned. It's just not something that is feasible.
Yeah, the same.
There are so many
help on
technical
that
and
footer.
design
No,
limitations
I'm gonna be
for
super
that.
toxic.
It
My
just
plan is
doesn't
to
work right now.
let him
Yeah,
beach
the-
and then
the-
That
creep
said,
around
we
the
are
island where he can't
thinking
hit me
about
because
what
the
to
shells will
The same thing goes
get
for
blocked
fleet
and then just
notice
point blank
boards
him with
as
some
well.
tops and be
He's
done with
tuning
it.
HE, right?
Yeah.
The whole time he was at least.
Yeah,
Good
'cause-
training rooms, please. Yeah, I guess you could play some training rooms later.
There we go, because now he can't turn. So that's basically
He also did TCP to single fire. So
Yeah,
you
so-
got him.
Any new steel ships? There's no plans right now for new steel ships. But I did
didn't
see
work.
that
You
you
didn't do that.
mentioned that
Any
you have
plans?
Zuri.
no.
Oh,
I
no.
did not see that
He's
you
burning.
mentioned that you have
Just
Salem.
run.
So Salem, when
fine.
it's released
I
a
have
few
good
updates
DPS.
ago,
Just run.
she's available for 20,
Can't run, that's
25k
fine,
steel
it's fine.
and
You won't get me.
forge. So you can.
You shouldn't
go
I
get
got him.
one.
I got him. I got him. I got him.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can't really be heard
Double
that much
probably.
because the guys
I'll
are
finish him off.
talking a lot.
Yep. No, it's okay. It's
No,
okay.
Iowa might get me. Oh,
They're
okay.
they're in a
Survive.
stressful situation.
Survive,
They're
probably.
fully in their zone, yeah.
God, the stream is. Its frame rate's like really rough.
Because we already
I
answered
apologize.
this like several times.
I know. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
not
sorry.
for
I
now.
will drop it. But still, we might have new people dropping in and not aware that we have a bit of a problem with that. All right, good hold, I guess.
So like a bulletin board or some kind of fleet notice board is the same situation as with fleet chat. It's
The moment
very
you can
different.
write anything in the game yourself or create anything in the game yourself, there are a lot of limitations and a lot of things we have to consider before adding it.
Yeah. Essentially, like relating to most of them is going to be relating to moderation and complying with requirements in
I was hoping
terms
to
of
farm him
like
a little bit, some damage.
Well,
Like,
moderation
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, moderation. We don't want people putting notice boards that are
Yeah.
terrible.
Good
let's
result.
put it like this.
And
look
you know
perfect,
how
yeah.
it works out. Like
Such
if
a good ship.
you've ever been on the internet, check how people behave on the internet. Yeah.
Okay, let's do training rooms. Someone asked. We should do training rooms and just show the code so they can join.
Did you go for all the ships already?
Yeah.
That
I
you
mean,
wanted
we've
to
already
try?
played Insane Gabold on the previous one. But we can do a couple of training rooms, though. I don't think we should do it like too much. But yeah, sure. Let's do some training rooms. Why not? It's more like how many? Like, what do you want to do?
Possible to look at the Burrow project.
do
it's a nice
legendary
feature.
tier or
What do you
tier 8.
mean?
Okay. Let's see if I can switch us to training then.
Oh,
For
yeah,
lab
we're gonna have to
specific
break the division to do it.
Commander builds for each ship, yes, we would love that too, but the way the system works just doesn't support that. It's a huge undertaking to rework that. We would love to do it as well. If we ever rework the commanders, we could consider that, but it's basically new commander system at that point.
LT only, you say?
So
Yeah. Alright.
We could do LT, sure.
Yeah.
not exactly easy.
What do I
A
take?
recommendation for Xbox or PS only fleets is to use the group feature to update through there. If not, use Discord. I think the main issue is that some people don't have any way to talk cross-platform, and there are a lot of cross-platform fleets. So in that case, yes, there's no such feature. The best thing you can do right now is invite each other to a division and just tell them your Discord server, or find the fleet through Discord or through our Discord, through Reddit, and then you are already in touch. That's like the easiest. As for spamming to return Lennon for doubloons, you're gonna make a lot of money. First of all, just spamming it doesn't actually make that happen, and there are a lot of things that we can do where we know we would make a lot of money, but we also don't want popular ships to be the only ship you see in the game.
Harsh reality.
So-
I mean, I think we've said it before. The harsh reality is just like ships like Jean Bart and Lenin perform so well that we can't release it and overflood the matchmaker with a high population of them. It'll just
There are
be
so
damaging
many
to
of
the game.
you who would want to buy it right away and who would probably do that. Yeah.
Yep. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing in that
Private,
case.
you have the code on.
Remember
think we
Musashi
don't.
release?
So if,
Or if there are
so-
any PC players, remember Tirpitz release?
if anybody wants to join that training room, here's the room code here. If you want to join in for a few legendary games, please ready your ships. A carrier.
How to not get picked for the game 101.
No carriers. That's my only gripe. No
Yeah.
carriers. Nope.
No, come on, it's Christmas.
Fine,
Yeah.
carriers. But we need a second carrier.
The question is, you
Oh my!
definitely need a
Hey,
second
this
one.
guy's gamer tag is Final Fantasy. I want him on our team. I'm taking Final Fantasy.
The question
on my
is,
team.
are there any restrictions? Is there any special
Not a
mode,
game
or is it the normal battle?
Yeah, I think it's a normal battle, so just
I don't know.
legendary tier.
Robin?
Come again.
Is it a normal battle, or are there any special restrictions? any
It's
fun
two
stuff?
brothers capture the base.
Okay. So what you're saying is it's a normal battle, but probably half the team will go through the middle.
I don't know. People are free to do whatever they want. I'm gonna wait for more people to get in before I start assigning. We need 18 people, 17 people. Have you joined Final Boss? Yeah. Okay. Never mind. So we need 16 people because I can't do math. So yeah.
Or just start.
How
assigning
was
teams and
Yamato
then-
release?
No, we'll just
Like when the
wait for
first
the
people
room to
got
fill up.
Yamato?
No, I
It was
mean,
basically the same, right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
when Yamato released, you had Yamato, Alaska, and Shimakaze, and that was it.
The only thing is, if we don't have another LTCV,
And it was all Yamato.
I'll have to ask you to change to another thing. Okay, so let's see. Ohio, number 1.
They'll put Final Fantasy on my
Ohio
team. I
number
want to be
2.
on Final Fantasy's team. That's like peak S tier gamer tech.
Is it Shinji or who is the
Gearing,
carrier? I don't see it actually.
Minotaur
I'm
Lemoyne,
not- I don't recognize the name. It's not Shinji.
Yamato Colombo. Oh, never mind.
Robin. Hello, Earth to Robin.
Yeah,
Afro
I'm
man.
here. I'm
Yes.
listening to
What
you.
are we going
Yes.
to train for? Nothing, just for fun.
Either move me or move Final Fantasy onto our side. I feel like it's fate. The guy whose gamer tag is C2 Final Fantasy on the enemy team.
What can
It's
be done
fine.
to help players learn to play the game correctly? I feel there are so many that
Just
don't
getting
understand.
ignored by Robin. Sorry, Final
and
Fantasy. I tried,
are-
but he's ignoring me.
I think we are getting ignored right now, so
Yeah.
Guys, I can't set up that training room and at the same time listen to what you have to say. What is going on?
I'm telling you,
Yes.
put Mr. G2 Final Fantasy on our team or put me on his team
Why?
because of his game attack. That's why.
There has to be 2 finals in the same team?
I want Final Fantasy.
Goodness me. Fine.
Thank you.
In case you didn't notice, chat, Boss is kind of into Final Fantasy right now.
Upset.
we-
Oh, never mind.
That as well.
Yeah.
Undercover weep. Um,
Yeah.
Where were we?
So we need 2
making
more
players
battleships
better at
in the
game.
other team. So Colombo and Curve.
So
Yeah, I
Alright.
think we will wait a little bit because there's too much talking over each other. That doesn't really make sense.
Then
to
I guess
answer
Napoli,
questions.
Minotaur, and I guess 1 more Curvis on each side.
It's 2 Stalingrads because slap one of them on each team.
Yeah, right. Here we go. Okay, that should be it for the first game. Let's do it.
Mute Boss and Robin when you're answering questions. We can't. We would love to, but we can't.
the buttons are with Robin.
Yes, they all are with me.
Yeah. And he
Double
successfully
Ohio though.
ignores
Hold
us.
on, hold on. I'm gonna actually. Yeah, but see, like, you both are in Ohio, meaning we have 2 Ohios. That's unfair. It's
Okay.
fine. Let's do it.
Separate us
If
there.
we
Little
win
buff.
this, it's because of your little, caprice.
I am playing through Final Fantasy 1 on Game Boy as we speak, and I just finished 16 on PlayStation.
As we speak, I thought you're playing Legends right now.
Well, right now, Legends, yeah.
Is this the paid actor for Robin casting lobby? Maybe. Perhaps.
Depends
No stream sniping.
So the carrier just needs to constantly perma-spot you all
Oh,
game.
this is gonna be sad as well, Like I don't like CVs in random, and you guys just want to bring them in the personalized training room. No. No.
So, so when it comes to making players generally better at the game, honestly the best thing that can be done is having basically community contributors and content producers create really good content that helps that can reach people. And so probably the best way to reach a lot of people who are playing the game is going to be things through like shorts, and because they generally have generally a much larger reach than a regular YouTube video does, especially like a 30-minute long expansive guide.
It's mainly like players have to, by accident, get drawn into getting better. Like, come for the entertainment, stay for actually learning something. Otherwise, the general, like, broader audience, you won't really, like, we won't reach them. Yes, we can add 10 billion tutorials for 10 billion different situations, but this will most likely lead to people just leaving the game or just pressing OK and moving on. Like, you can't really force people to want to improve. You either want to improve or you don't.
Yeah, like there's been like the games industry is big and quite professional now. Like we might not be professional 100% of the time, but in terms of the industry as a whole, they've done a lot of studies and like psychological studies, business studies, marketing studies, and etc. on how effective are tutorials. Basically rating on like the difficulty of the game versus tutorial length and all these different factors. And basically tutorials don't really work like 95% of the time. And tutorials are enormously difficult to develop for a game because they're, by the nature of them having to be scripted and constructed events, it just takes a lot of time for development work. And so a lot of the factors is that why would you spend from a business perspective, why would you spend a long time making a tutorial that isn't going to do anything for you? And so that's the issue with making in-game tutorials, is that they don't work and there's not really a point in doing them. Because players are just going to skip through it if they even engage with it. If you force them to engage with it, they're less likely to play your game. Yeah. And so there's a bunch of factors like this where tutorials and learning how to play the game usually takes place outside of the game.
There's also if tutorial's too difficult. Like for me, prime examples, I tried playing Naval Action, and the tutorial was that hard and intense, it just made me stop playing the game. I was like, I'm just gonna play something else.
Yeah.
Now, on top of that is like you would need basically a tutorial for every other ship in the game, because the ships, while yes, they have usually main guns, some have torpedoes, some have different ammunition types, And then you have some consumables. The base idea is very simple. It's also the whole idea of our game. It's easy to get into and then hard to master. But there's so many different situations you can be in. We can't really cover them all. It's mainly a matter of reflecting on yourself and, like Lip was saying, checking certain situations, being drawn in, just following news, following some content creators maybe. Or watching our streams, asking questions on Reddit or on Discord. And that ability, some players simply don't care. Some players simply lack it to have self-reflection. And that said, we are actually improving our tutorial step by step. We have been having various different versions over the years. We do want to cover at least the basics and like explain as good as possible while not making it too tedious. Like we were saying, if you make it too tedious, players also won't learn anything from it. And are experimenting, especially on mobile, we're experimenting a lot with like how to.
This is
display
why I
hints and
love
stuff.
CVs, guys. That's why I love carriers. It's literally just what can
Don't
you
cry.
do anymore? You know, like it's like I don't want to be facing this in training rooms.
They're farming your reaction.
It's literally just what is the
Robin,
point?
carriers are part of the game.
I don't care. I don't like them anyway.
Just
As you
play
can tell,
Minnow.
Robin loves carriers. It's
I
like-
love them. It's the
Play-
best
play
thing to
Booster.
fight against.
Play Minnow, play Des Moines, then they don't love you.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. I will fall back to my team for anti-air.
The reason why Robin doesn't like carriers is that he can no longer like just solo everything.
Yeah.
That's not the point.
I'm just honestly, I'm
You
playing
know it's not the
Ohio, and
point.
my shell accuracy is like, I'm shooting people, and they're just forming arcs. I'm being
Doesn't have
trolled by
AA,
Ohio
yeah,
right
but that requires a different ship, I believe. What is it, daring?
It is.
now. Oh dear, I'm about to force a Stalingrad to be broadside.
Are there new GXP editions soon? Been saving up my GSP. Guys, we can't answer these questions, sadly. You will have to get surprised. But yes, the chance is there that there will be no GXP ships. When? Who knows?
There's a Yamato here the whole time. Okay.
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 This daring is scaring me. It's just like, just constantly on my broadside.
Oh,
Just
RTSK from
vibing.
PC are a whole different breed.
Uh,
You're either really good or really bad. There was nothing in between.
I can't help with him right now either. He's about to 1v1 a Shimmer. Oh no. Daring, no.
They do love Robin. He just doesn't return the feelings.
That's for damn sure. Okay, when being read out by Stalingrad, you just kill the speed. That's all you do.
Did you start an hour early today? Yes, we did.
Infernus, leave me alone! Just to taunt me. No.
Then you do it again. You accelerate and you kill the speed. And look what happens. All the shield miss.
Can we see
my
Blip's
God.
point of view? Blip. Blip is sitting next to me. Bosses.
I've just got Infernus, like, it is daring, just constantly. I'm just having, like, solo launch torpedoes, like, whizzing past me, like, every 2 minutes. Just,
How do you get couriers on mobile? They are currently not available on mobile. You can play against them, but we don't have the controls for them implemented.
Yep.
But we will get them sooner or later.
come on, GK. I'm putting, like, full shots on your broadside and doing barely any damage. What is this right now?
Stop buying campaigns. All GXP ships are former campaign ships nowadays. I think if you do the
Oh,
math
no.
of how long it takes you to get a campaign ship versus how long it takes you to get a GXP ship, I would say campaigns are still quite worth it.
Plus, you get GXP in the campaigns.
That as well.
I mean,
And you're also grinding through ships while getting the campaign missions done, so you get even more GXP. Yeah.
get boosters, patches, flags, promotion orders, universal accommodations for your commanders. I mean, for 2,500 doubloons, is a pretty good shout.
My belief is ship service costs cause new players to avoid playing the game properly and instead look to not get shot and do their damage. There might be a degree of that in terms of like a psychological effect. The service cost is a flat fee no matter how much damage you take or if you sink or if you live, because it's charged to your account. Well, the ship fee is flat, and then there's just an ammunition fee fit on top. So there's like but there is a psychological like effect of I don't want to die, and that applies to all players in the game. So like if we look at a famous or like a good example would be like Schlieffen, for example. Is a lot of people think Schlieffen is bad because it dies very quickly. The reality is that it does all of its work very quickly and then dies, and then has a ton of impact in the game because it knocked out 2 ships before it died, and therefore has quite a lot of impact.
How do ships die?
Very carefully.
Yeah, she gets sank so quickly into battle, but you're still able to do so much.
Yeah, in that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there might be a psychological like
Dude, how this
connection
destroyer is going to
with
get
your
me. I
theory.
feel it. I know they're coming. I just sense
guess
these torpedoes.
Mobile is crossplay with console, with other mobile devices, with iOS and Android. It's all crossplay.
Yep.
Unless you turn it off, then it's not. But why would you turn it off? Like, you have potatoes, bad players, good players everywhere. Just don't turn off crossplay.
Service costs is dumb anyways. It just makes no sense. I disagree. I think service costs do serve a purpose, but the explanation of how service costs works, especially in game, could be improved.
That said, we do have some ideas for that.
Yeah.
To give you some more details, but we can't really
Say more.
say more. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that there is room for improvement with service costs, but they do serve a purpose in the game, and that is the goal of them is to basically make sure that people actually back down tiers sometimes, and so they're not constantly playing at high tiers.
I'm going to die here.
Because new players need people to fight
I'm
against.
just kidding.
as well.
Like, carrier, destroyer, carrier. Like, it's dodging torpedo from destroyer. Dodging airstrike from carrier. Dodging torpedo from destroyer. Dodging airstrike from carrier. Like,
So the streamer focuses hard right now.
and the whole time my eye is like twitching the whole time. Like, are you having fun, final? Like, oh man, I'm having a great time. Torpedo, bomb, torpedo, bomb, torpedo,
You
bomb.
can't don't say anything to him though. Yeah, when he's complaining about CV, but it's only for me, right? All right.
I mean, he's saying it to himself.
I know. I'm just making fun.
Yeah. But I got a great suggestion for the both of you. Just play like a tier 2, tier 3 torpedo only battle.
Sure, but I mean,
There's
I feel
no
like
Shimakaze can't hurt you at tier 3.
we've done that so many times.
So
We have to get like a different kind of challenge than torpedo only tier 2. We have to figure
But
out.
it's so fun.
Yeah, I guess. But
Yeah, I guess
everybody's
I'm not
just
on
going
stream.
into like Campbelltown and stuff like that. So
I don't know, like, chat, if you have any ideas, like, what would be a fun mode? And I'm actually talking about fun, not boring.
I was just saying Mikasas versus Olegs, but we did that one.
we already
before.
did that.
Yeah.
What are like the 2 worst like tech tree battleships in a single tier?
Tiger 59 only.
two
Tiger
words.
59 is actually
Like
pretty
in the
good,
same
and it's
tiers,
also not
you
a
can have one
battleship.
team of all one ship and one team of all of another.
Okay, so a rough tier 6 cruiser versus another rough tier 6 cruiser. Tiger 59 versus Charlemagne. I feel like Charlemagne would just
But
dump
they're not
dump
tech
it.
tree, so
Yeah, ideally we
you'll-
want
you'll
tech
learn.
trees because they're more accessible. Yeah.
Hmm.
A really bad tech recruiter.
Em-
St.
em-
Louis.
So what
Emerald,
about just a game full of Bismarcks?
or
Just like
emeralds versus Omahas.
Emeralds versus. We
They're,
could do.
they're, like they're good. They're both good ships, but they're very vulnerable ships. So it'll be a quick game.
You're gonna do Emerald versus Omaha.
We can do Emerald
think
versus
the
Omaha.
Emeralds will
But I
just
feel
win.
like the
Yeah,
I
I
feel
think
like
the Emeralds will win on
I
that
feel
one.
like the Emeralds are gonna win because they have a heal, you know,
Then the AP.
and the AP, which is also kind of ridiculous. I found you.
I don't know, yeah.
The Minotaur did. I mean, I'm gonna proceed not to do any damage to you now.
At least he's not playing
GK, Liepen,
the
secondary
American
programming
legendary
only.
tier with the fat decks. You just shatter shells every time
Yeah,
you
I
shoot
know.
at it.
Nice dodge. Oh, I thought he would dodge that, but he didn't. Our basics now exposed. Watch that one daring go all the way to our base and cap it. Wouldn't it be funny?
Yeah. Will Legends consider the CV rework from PC? We kind of addressed this a little bit earlier. Of course, the CV rework from PC is far from being a like far from being like a set in stone thing. They just announced that they're going to test it.
Yeah, prototyping phase.
And so it's just a prototype. But we will of course be keeping an eye on it and seeing what happens. 'Cause
That
we
said,
would
they
be-
have very different battle dynamics, and actually, like their carries are different.
yeah.
An entire team of Yamatos versus 5 tier 2 destroyers. Now, that is a good idea.
Actually, the chat suggested Hawkins versus Omaha.
Actually,
Hawkin
yeah.
versus
that might be-
Omaha. Doesn't Hawkin overmatches Omaha because it's 2 or 3?
I'm not sure what the bow.
It's
is.
152.
I'm not sure what the bow on Omaha.
Omaha
is.
gets overmatched. Omaha overmatches himself.
Yeah. Okay. um,
Oh, did I discard the room? No.
You
I
have to if
didn't.
you want to change ship.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I have to empty the room, yeah.
Why is Hawkins Citadel so big? The answer is basically because of boiler technology. At the time that Hawkins was developed in around 1917, 1918, boilers were not at the point where they were powerful enough to push ships to the speed that people wanted them to. So you had to have a lot of boilers, which means that your Citadel is very large.
So Omaha versus Emerald, are you sure? The fact that they have smoke, though, is kind of like cancels out the Omaha.
Just a game full of Emil platoons. With the
Hoods versus
army
Bismarck.
Actually,
doesn't really
Omaha
make
versus Emile Bertin could be a good thing, actually.
The Emile Bertins will win.
I don't
It
know,
would.
gentlemen. I have no idea. Kirov versus Omaha?
Just do only Omahas.
Okay,
What about
Omaha
just-
only
what about just
then.
a game full of Bismarcks.
Oh, Bismarck's only. Guys, just pick one, okay?
But yeah, guys, Hoods versus Bismarck doesn't really work out.
Does a boiler fit in a Miata? Asking for a friend. A boiler does not fit in a Miata. Having owned a Miata, I can say this.
That's the car.
Yeah. That's the Mazda MX-5,
Mikasa versus Yamato.
the Mazda small convertible
Okay.
two-seater.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Oh, you're not a car guy.
No.
They only. I will create the room and then you can see the code. We just have to figure out what we do.
I don't know what to play. What do you think?
I
What's
don't
the
know.
principle? Give us an
I-
idea, we'll do it.
Yeah,
Whatever you
print
say,
it,
we'll do.
please.
Power is in your hands.
Oh no.
Yes.
I guess Ganguts versus Dante Alighieri's.
Okay, let's do it. But are these tech trees?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay, Gangut versus Dente Alighieri. All right. Dente, do I even have
It
a?
was there, yeah.
Yeah. Dante or Dante B.
Yeah,
Dante B has the SAP secondaries and the SAP primary, so
it's okay. I'll just get the normal Dente.
I guess I'll be Team Gangut.
Team Gangut.
Yeah.
Can see Orochi lurking already.
Ooh.
I think after this battle, it's gonna be time.
Okay.
What commander do you even put on this? Paolo, I guess. Yeah, whatever.
Bismarck is the best German ship? No, Schlieffen. Like, Schlieffen is actually probably the best German ship in the game.
Yeah, probably.
Because she's still so damn strong.
Yeah, or Mines.
Mainz is also pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, Mines is really good. Schlieffen's really good. People sleep on Pommern. Pommern is actually quite good.
Okay, so let's create a room.
Picking it from,
Which map do we go? Ocean?
Ocean.
Which map could be fun actually? Ring. Archipelago, capture the base.
Are we going to get new fleets next year? I mean, you can create the new fleet. If you mean features.
Alright, here we
we'll
go.
see.
Here we go.
We'll
Yeah,
do
you
one
can
more
go
battle
in.
and then we'll be swapping. So
you can come in if you want. I don't know.
Santa's here. He's just lurking in the door.
Use the new map? Oh, right. Yeah, but I have to... Okay, can I change the map, actually? No. I can change the map. Hold on. It's called...
No,
Scandinavia. Here
you
we
just
go.
you just proven me. Pommern is getting slept on.
Okay, Gangu. Gangu. No,
nobody's
not
picking
Dante.
Pommern?
Get back
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Pommern is like actually does
Gangut,
pretty decently well.
Gangut,
I'm joining in now.
Just
What is the
Gangut,
code?
Gangut. More Gangut.
8252.
We need more Ganguts, people.
I'm coming in Gangut right now.
It's just it has a really long reload, so people
There you go.
Yeah.
it's hard to like something that has a really long.
It's also more difficult to play, to be fair.
No.
What's happening?
Fleet names on the match screen. This is getting like fleet tags
Okay.
on the battle screen. That's something we would
wait.
we want to see at some point, but there's a lot of difficulty getting there. It's not as simple as it seems. So
It's always like if you make a like a UI screen
yeah,
without something in mind, changing it suddenly like gives a lot of difficulty.
yeah, and like that match screen was made
Yeah.
4 years ago, so without that expectation in mind, and so changing it now means that it has to meet new requirements as well as whatever requirements in the future we might see for it.
And also even every single detail we load adds some performance load to it, and then like every single thing we display, every single letter, every single graphic changes the performance, and all this has to be kept in mind. The UI is always bugged as it is. Rather they fix what we have. What do
This
you
is gonna
mean?
be-
I think our UI is pretty darn smooth.
Yeah. If you're having issues with the UI, usually the bug I see with UI is sometimes there will be like icons that don't load in properly, or like they just don't load in at all and they'll be disappeared. The way to fix that is to just reinstall the game, because it just essentially it's essentially refreshing the cache of the game in a
You
sense.
can
feel like this map is
also
too
go
big for
to
this.
like your saved data, or I think on Xbox called cache data, on PS save data, and can clear that manually. Like, don't worry, your saved game, so to speak, is your account. It's online anyway. You're not gonna delete anything. Then that can also fix it usually.
Yep.
But sometimes during an update, even though we try that everything goes smoothly, because we only update the files that actually need changing, it can go wrong, and that can also introduce issues with the UI. We did have a few UI bugs, but I think we fixed them pretty quickly.
This is glorious.
It's end of year 23, the only code. The only code for today's stream, yes. But there have been a couple codes on socials as well, so feel free to use them. I don't have them at hand right now, but I'm pretty sure the other players can help in chat, or you can also find them all like on various socials, on Reddit, on Discord.
Oof, this turret traverse throw.
Still not.
Santa, have you been in your outfit the whole time?
That's what I said. This map is too big.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
people were insisting in the chat.
We've got PC spawns in this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, like,
People were
like
insisting new
island.
map,
2 minutes.
Scandinavia, new map. So I guess so be it. We're going Scandinavia then.
What happened?
The map is huge.
The map is just
Yeah,
massive.
we're playing
for
tier
tier
3 ships of the massive map.
It's
So
already like two.
That's like
two
a high
mi-
tier map, yeah.
It's already 2 minutes in, and we haven't
yeah,
left the spawn
we're
yet.
basically playing a PC battle. We're just sailing in a straight line for 2 minutes before we spot something. Like,
Where did Sandrochi go? He is actually waiting next to us right now, kicking random things.
Items.
Kicking a
In
file
case you heard
cabinet.
that.
he's an angry Santa. He's disappointed in your behavior this year. He's taking it out on the filing cabinet.
Yeah. So as for stats on Ohio and Zhao performance, it's still a little bit early on Ohio, but of course, I don't think it goes without saying Ohio is doing quite well. She's doing fine. Zhao is way too early for any performance data because nobody has Zhao at the moment, so can't really say anything about her.
I mean, in general, it takes like usually, realistically, 1 to 2 months, rather 3 months. For some less played ships, even longer to really get proper data on them.
Yeah.
But you can
Pop
see
up
trends.
the
earlier.
the second the game starts, it's actually going to pop up.
It's been a great
Or
battle. so
Rochi's
far,
now
Rob.
dealing with the naughty stream snipers.
Why can't you use my breakthrough on any of the bureau ships? So breakthrough you can use up to 40% of your of a project progress on a stage. So once you've used a breakthrough twice on a stage, then you can't anymore until you finish that stage and get to the next stage.
Unless they're referring to research points,
Yeah,
which is
it-
also a possibility,
yeah.
which only can be used on specific bureaus. The kind of fact of this is, if the
no.
project was introduced before the moment we introduced the research points, it's not supported. The reason being is when that bureau was added, obviously this was before research points existed, and we weren't able to add them in to support it. And the only way we can go retroactively support it involves pretty big changes which have a lot of risk involved in them. So it's something that the team is kind of been discussing and looking into. But If the project is released after the introduction of research points, it's supported. So older projects, you can't use research points. Newer projects, you can.
I think there was one that wasn't supporting it, but I forgot which one.
It's something that like the team has been testing, whether this is changeable. We've been doing
No,
like risk.
after release, there was one project that didn't have them.
Yeah,
I think it was like a birthday project or something.
It
If I
might be.
remember rightly.
It might have been, yeah.
But I know that they've been checking if they can retroactively change old ones, but a lot of it is risk assessment and things. There's a lot of testing and stuff.
Guys, even if codes are unlimited, that doesn't mean they are available for forever. So, if you see a code, don't wait 1 or 2 weeks until you redeem them. I can tell you this code from the stream today will work a little bit, but it's not going to be available for long. It's really meant for you guys who are actually watching the stream, or for anybody who's catching up after.
Can Gangut even can Algeri even pen Gangut at this point?
Gangut,
No.
I just absolutely
It just
smacked
like
them.
I'm literally just getting team gang because my teammates hasn't taken a single point of damage. They're all just staying in the back, and I'm just getting like just dunked on
I probably should have thought through more on that one.
because Algeri cannot pen anything. Literally, this
yeah.
is not even.
I should have thought more.
I
on
think
that.
we should go back to random after this, guys, or at least just try to do some training room that are not like just I don't know weird like
I think we
that.
finally found a way to nerf Robin.
Because I think Gangut is just like, hey,
Sorry,
look,
Robin.
you can't do anything. So.
This is my fault.
No, it's fine. It's nobody's fault.
I've earned the deer ears.
I actually had to take them off because they're like poking into
Oh yeah.
the head a little bit. It's giving me a bit of a headache. Can swap later.
This is gonna be
When I'm playing certain destroyers, I have the word located on on my screen. What does that mean? So there's a couple skills. One of them is like twist and track and intuitive, which gives you basically. So that means that an enemy player has one of these skills equipped, which gives them the rough direction that the closest enemy ship is in. So so if you are located, that means that an enemy ship knows the rough direction that you are in compared to them. If that makes any sense. That was kind of complicated. But essentially, it basically means that somebody knows your rough location.
What is wrong with
Somebody
this?
opened the 2 crates and got an Atlanta and a Mars. Mars Winter. Okay.
Nice.
Nice
It's a
luck.
pretty one-sided battle, I'll admit.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's my bad. I didn't think Gangut is covered in 38 mil.
Like
So there's
I had
like no
2 of them
overmatch.
flat broadside to me and just 6 shatters, 3 shatters. Like, well, all right.
Oh yeah.
Any possibility of adding Polish language? Don't we have lines on the Bliska?
Yeah, we don't have Polish.
We don't
language
have Polish at
support.
all.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Very unlikely, to be honest. You need to motivate more of your Polish friends to play the game, and then we can talk about it.
I'm sorry, Dante Alighieri team.
Yeah.
It's like
This is my
The hashtag blame Blitz
This is
moment.
my
not
fault.
really. It's not really a good training room, is it?
I should have said like Vanguard versus Bismarck or something.
Can you shoot HE?
We did that, and the Vanguards got massacred.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Vanguard got ruined, basically.
To be honest, I
Bismarck?
could just sail in. They can't
Yeah.
pen me anyway. What's just stopping me just sailing straight at them?
Mm-hmm. SAP not working? Yeah. Dente not working.
Theoretically,
today.
the only thing you can hit is our superstructure, which is tiny.
Dente just doesn't work, basically. Yeah.
Bismarcks versus Hoods. But I think Hood is going to be at a real disadvantage against Bismarck there.
Can't the Ganguts just only shoot HE?
Let's just move on to
Yeah.
another training room after that and switch back to random. I think Santa's gonna join us as well for the rest of the stream. So we can just have some casual fun.
Bohevoy versus Fushun.
I think
boy.
Bismarck's versus Hoods doesn't really make much
We
sense.
did Bismarck versus Hood already.
Oh.
Let's try to be creative here, shall we? It's like
What about
Iowa versus Yamato.
Jean
Bismarck
Bart,
versus
Richelieu,
Hood.
and Lafoudres.
We actually
Yeah.
did
The
Yamato
ultimate
versus
knowns
Gangut.
in French
Yeah,
battleship.
we did do Yamato versus Gangut, and Yamato's won.
Who would have thought?
Was the issue superstructure strong? Yep.
Ocean of Hood and Duke of York versus Bismarck. It's pretty clear that the Bismarck will lose if it's 2v1.
Any chance of Indian fleet to introduce in World of? I think there's already one ship that belong to the Indian Navy, and it's
Yeah.
in the Pan-Asian Cruiser Line. I'm not sure which one Blip will.
No. There's one on PC that's Commonwealth, Mysore.
Mysore, okay, but
Um,
isn't there one on the like the Leander style Pan-Asian cruiser, the Tier
No.
4 one?
No. That's
No. I'm pretty certain. Let me check. Hold on.
there's Indonesian, there's Singapore, there's
It's basically all Southeast Asian.
yeah,
but, like,
there's
not
no
really
Indian ones.
I mean, also,
The one you're thinking of is a certain island. So
Perhaps, yeah. Yeah, at least they killed
Kamikaze
two
tops
Genghis.
only, oh god.
Two Genghis have been destroyed.
kamikaze gun only.
Kamikaze like would one-shot each other, right?
It's kind of
God-
black.
Gajah was
One
Indian.
that shows.
I'm pretty sure.
I think Gachamada is Indonesian.
Could be as well, yeah.
I'm pretty sure all the Indian ships are Commonwealth in
Yeah.
the sea. Which also kind of makes sense
I would
because
love for Final
India
Boss to
might
get
have been
Deathstroke. Like, literally, I would love that.
slightly part of the common.
That's Perth. Perth is not Indonesian or Indian.
Oh, you got me good though. You got me really good there. Good.
Perth is Australia's almost in India. Any possibility for a modern ships game? Like, we can't just announce a new game even if we were to make it. That's not how it works.
Wait, you mean to tell me we're not
There-
developing
there
a
would
world of
be-
spaceships?
There would be also a completely different team. Like, we wouldn't just... World of Space Yamato.
Yeah.
I would play that.
Uchu Senkan.
Is that the
Okay,
OST?
well, that is my last
the
game.
theme song
so
for
I
Space
see.
Battleship.
Sancho will be
Canada,
joining. But before I go, just wanted to say because I'll be in the office over the festive period, holding the fort. So I think I'm like literally one of only like 4 people in the whole office,
Yes.
basically. So it's going to be a bit lonely. So come in and say
Thank
hello.
you.
It'll be
You'll
nice
be
to talk
fine.
to you. Have a wonderful Christmas or festive holidays, and I also hope you have a wonderful New Year. And it was great to see you all. Have a good one. Take care. Santa or yours? Are we swapping Xboxes or yeah?
Sorry, chat. Just a bit of a technical pause here for a moment. All right.
All right, all eyes on us. Did you put a limit of fire extinguishers, damage control parties on the Russian battleships? The Soviet battleships have that simply for balancing reasons. Like, it's one knob we can tweak. It's the same as anything else that adds to survivability, so that way you have to think about it a little bit. Same for the German battle cruisers. If they had them endlessly, they would be a lot more comfortable. So that is like a factor that you have to account for. Do I actually extinguish this fire, this flooding, or repair my gun or my
Oh, wait.
rudder or whatever is broken, or do I not?
You're not final boss. Who are
I am
you?
not.
Well, you're not final boss, what?
No need.
Is Santa the final boss in general?
Kinda, for gifts at least.
Maybe. How is everyone? Ho ho ho.
Oh, he said it.
He said it, clip it.
Oh,
All right, we're fine. Everything is good.
Wow, such happiness over there. Yeah, I think chat wants you to be more ho ho ho. Like, cheerful. We're working
Guys,
on it. Seems to
thing
be a
is,
tired Santa.
Are you gonna be able to do the rest of the hour and a half with this?
we'll find out.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Will
really
we
won't.
make a stream next week? No, we will be enjoying Christmas next week.
Yes.
On Monday.
This
So,
is the last stream of the year.
last stream of the year. The next stream will be on January 8th.
Yes, because January 1st, even if we're here, I don't think we will be in the right condition for streaming, so to speak.
Yeah, even if we're here, we won't want to be here.
I mean, we got the day off anyway.
Yeah,
but,
that's
yeah.
true.
I can't find you, Orochi. You are offline for some reason.
I am not.
You are not?
No,
Please send invite.
I will invite.
I mean, you just started it, so it probably takes a bit.
Do you think?
Bikes in the office sounds like a great idea. Yeah.
This is why
In
Kate
the
is-
office, definitely not.
In the office is
Yeah,
what Ted
no,
wrote,
no.
yeah. What Herafin actually was. But Herafin, that would also burn the cat ears. Are you sure you want this?
Yeah, no. I also value my hair and my life, and also the streaming room itself.
Here?
We don't want to burn everything, you know. It'd be a bit unfortunate.
Unlike the game, in real life, just pressing DCP doesn't work.
Indeed, no. What's coming for 2024? You're about to find out in 2024. A bunch of stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah.
A lot
Additions
of
to the
stuff.
game,
Yes.
ships, seasons,
Campaigns.
So Santa,
burrows.
what do
Yeah.
you want to play, Santa?
Do you want to start with it? Like, okay, I haven't played a lot today, so let's start with a casual, normal, legendary tier.
Of course, yeah, very casual. Sure, why not? We can go casual.
Okay, like, what do we play though? I really. Do I go Yamato? Yeah, okay. Is there anything more festive than Yamato, guys? Just
I
let
don't
me
think
know.
so.
Okay, so let's do this. And what flag are we gonna use?
Well, Yamato is the OG festive battleship, arriving with the update 1.4, or well,
John
arriving
Roger.
in event form in 1.4 as a special event when she first appeared in Legends.
There are some people behind me.
There's a what? Oh,
My background is.
what's going on here?
I don't know.
Oh, well, you know.
I'm chilling. I'm chilling with the boys here.
Oh, because I got the wrong scene. Here we go.
Okay, that's perfect.
I apologize,
Oh,
chat.
okay.
It was a wrong scene. It's okay. It's not a legend streamer if there's not like any technical issues, you know.
Okay, so guys, I know that these gloves look really good, and I actually like them, but I cannot play with these gloves because first, actually feeling the controller is important, and second, my hands are getting really sweaty. So I don't know how Santa does it, probably in -degrees, but we're gonna play without them.
It probably helps to live on the North Pole, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any plans for an office in North Pole anytime soon?
North Poland.
North Pole.
North Pole. Okay, I was like, is
Yeah,
And
Santa
nothing in
lives
the
in
North
North
Pole.
Poland, didn't you know?
I don't know. Perhaps.
Maybe we build a server hub there, and that way we don't have to deal with waste heat.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Gloves
More
are
range for
creepy,
the
okay.
Elbing new line, please. So, fun facts: these destroyers, even though I don't like to call them that way, have the best base range of their tier at all tiers for destroyers. So they already have like the most range you can possibly get in a DD at a tech tree. So we don't need to add more range. I think like you can make build that go all the way up to 14.5 kilometers at tier 6 or something. So it's kind of ridiculous already. Okay. Oh, is it? No, I thought this was Scandinavia. No, it's not. It's Warrior's Power.
Yeah.
Or she should play with the glass for a laugh.
No.
No? Come on. For the laughs, Orochi.
It's to be honest, this shoot is quite warm. I don't remember it being that warm, but yeah, we are cooking. We're actually cooked.
The AP
Yeah,
is ridiculously good on the new German destroyer line. Yeah, that's what they kind of designed for. But yes, the armor piercing is really, really strong on these ships.
Like Robin was just saying, while they are technically speaking destroyers, they are more like light cruisers,
Yes.
ultra light cruisers or very heavy destroyers.
Very light cruiser or very heavy DDs, yeah.
Without the
Most
citadel.
definitely. Without a citadel.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For the ships that have dual-purpose main guns or dual-purpose secondary guns, do they automatically fire at aircraft?
Yes.
Yes. So like basically the black puffs of smoke you see from your anti-aircraft guns in the sky, those are coming from your dual-purpose main guns, your large caliber anti-aircraft guns.
It also doesn't matter if they're currently reloading, if you just fired with them in the ship. It's very unrealistic, but we figured it's more fun that way.
Yep. They're just essentially they're always active if there's an airplane in range.
They are, yes. They are contributing to your AA by default.
You should add like ghost ship skins where you can see like a ghost of the gun turn towards the aircraft.
We should just ghost ship that are just invisible.
That's called destroyers. Stop giving me ships from Santa Crates. I'm sorry, Jendals. I'm really sorry. We can take them away if you want.
It's got a message from a colleague saying, good suit.
That suit is dashing, I have to admit.
I'd wear that.
Everybody would wear that. Oh, what is this? Oh, yes.
You wanna sit to your camera? Your proper camera.
Yeah, it's alright. I
think
I
if I-
actually had the proper spicy shells loaded. So
If I keep
let's see
eating
if
at
it
this
lands.
at this pace, there's too much nice food here. I think
7K.
I can give it to you next year, Robin.
Oh, and it's a smoke kaba as well, meaning that he can't heal any of that.
Brisbane.
Just normal Brisbane things, I guess. Exploding. It's a shame because Brisbane is a really good ship, but it does have the Minotaur
Yeah.
syndrome for sure.
Blip, is that a Poland ball I spy? It is.
It is, yeah.
And there's
is
also a
indeed.
rectangle above me.
And a
Goodness me.
torpillo and
And there's a Santa
small
Quacken.
torpillo.
Yeah, we got Santa Quacken here, and then the Poland ball is over there. We got rectangle right above me, Torpillo up here, a World of Warships themed deck of cards here, and an HMS Hermes hat up here.
Yeah.
Santa Quacken.
Quack. It's pretty d'objet.
And yes, the Poland ball cannot into space.
Oh man, did they just
Oh,
abandon?
depends on the
B?
acceleration and the cannon you shoot it out of.
I'm just gonna go get the cap, I guess.
Is it a Voltorb? I have no idea what Pokemon that is, but sounds like a Pokemon.
Yeah, Voltorb is the
that
Pokemon that looks like a
Pokemon?
Pokeball. So
Oh.
it's
Yeah, the issue is I played Pokemon as a child, but I only know the German names.
Oh.
And they're very different.
yeah.
There are German names for Pokemon.
Oh, if you want to be in for a treat, check the French names.
Oh lord.
I didn't even know.
The
But-
German names, some of them are also very creative, especially if you speak English and German. But the French names are next level.
13,000 with HG. Okay.
No, that's a Poland ball, you know, from like the meme with like all the different countries being represented by like ball-shaped plushes.
Yeah, yeah. It's not a Voltorb. It is a Poland ball. Basically, the flag of Poland in ball form.
And
hurt
fluffy.
me.
You'll
He hurted me.
No, no.
There's a really good skit or animated thing where it's the country balls, and basically it's got the Italy ball and USA ball or America ball, and the America ball puts pineapple on a pizza, and then Italy goes berserk and like destroys everyone. They're great.
Also, we just had one of the dad jokes of all time in chat by Mobius. What do you call a broke Santa? Saint Nicholas.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Oh
Please
god.
ban him, by the way, like
Nah, I
on the
like
naughty
his dad
list
jokes.
today on the naughty list. Welcome.
A good thing for him that you already brought the gifts, Mr. Santa.
Ah, yeah, actually, too. Lifetime behind bars, not that bad.
Oh, and we have another plushie in here.
Oh.
See.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, that's a chunker.
We have the long lance torpedo.
Ow, Yamato. Stop it, Yamatos, please. Why you bully me? Ah.
This just looks weird.
Yeah.
I would put it back.
Yep. Put the long lance back.
Put the long lens back. Blip. Put that long lens down.
Blip, can you stop showing your torpedo on the stream? Blip, stop showing off. Yes, yes.
Wait, there's another destroyer around here?
Yeah, we have like a couple different torpedoes. We also have one that is like black and green.
Yeah. Well, that one's homemade.
Well, so is this one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We have a few homemade torpedoes.
This one is like
around.
the actual torpedo.
Yep.
Then we have the small ones. Those are also like official. And then we have a couple homemade ones. One was made by a contributor. A couple were made by El Puttini from the PC team.
There's a torpedo launcher somewhere.
Yeah, it was probably lost in shipping, actually, sadly. But we did have a torpedo launcher like that launched like these big torpedoes, and we used it to shoot people with torpedoes, with giant plush torpedoes, of course, at various conventions. If you want to see it, it is on the Slingshot channel. Jörg Sprave from the Slingshot channel actually made it for us, or with us.
I actually didn't know that.
Yep.
He also made a video about it.
Oh my god, dude.
Very nice dude.
No. All right. Well, that's what happens when you face Yamatos. No angling.
Top pillow, lol, I need one. Yeah, the issue is it is surprisingly difficult shipping giant plush top pillows, meaning incredibly expensive. And also making them isn't exactly the most cheap option. And as far as I recall, the original supplier we had is no longer a thing. I guess it's not that lucrative to actually specialize in very weird designs and oversized things. So we don't really have a way to sell them, sadly. So the only way to get them is to go to events. And even there, it's not usually something we give out. It's like a very rare thing to get.
I'm feeling confident, but I'm not, you know.
We have had a few giveaways. Mainly it's the PC team's toys, not ours. But nothing really stops you from just joining.
Hey, the code is working still.
Make an Atlanta plush that asks if you have played World of Warships yet.
What?
Yeah,
You haven't played World of Warships yet?
Make an Atlantico.
you can do a lot of things in World of Warships,
Why the
like
hell
Torpedo
not?
the Iowa.
Torpedo the Iowa again. Oh no. I'm seeing a Yamato about to get rear-ended.
Get revenge for the Titanic.
I'm more worried about the wild Khabarovs.
Oh, the Khabarovsk is not that big of a threat for you. He's a smoke Khabarovsk.
Oh, really?
He cannot heal. Yes, he's a smoke Khabar.
Yeah, I don't even want to know what the customs are saying when they get like a plush top pillow in the box, and they're like,
I can explain.
the fuck, guys?
It's for a game.
Oh no.
What are the least popular ships by tier?
Ooh. I would say the higher tier you go, the least popular cruisers get.
Not really.
Not. Yeah, I don't know what the least popular ships are by tier offhand. I mean, they're usually going to be like hyper rare or hyper specific premium ships.
I would say carriers actually are the least
No,
popular
no,
ships.
no,
no.
not even close.
I mean, okay, are we asking popularity in terms of like amount of battle plays
amount
in
of battle
general?
play,
Yeah.
yeah.
I would say carriers.
No,
at
no,
least.
No.
not at all.
In Legends?
Not even close.
Okay.
We have so many ships that are actually quite rare.
Like Gallant.
I'm just assuming out of the fact that you can only have
Or-
2 per team, you know?
No.
Okay.
By that fact, you already have only like a, what, 3-4%, given you also have odd tiers, even tiers where you don't actually have
Because-
them, and then like tier 1 doesn't have them.
There's also there's also relatively few amounts of carriers.
Yeah.
So the distribution of players amongst the carriers is not as spread out. But it's going to be ships like G101 Alpha, Texas Alpha,
ST61.
Kamikaze BS. Like the rare ships are going to be
Rare.
rare.
Yes. It's in the name.
Yeah,
At legendary tier, it's currently Zhao.
because nobody has it. I
Because nobody can play her yet
Yeah.
for now.
think last week we were at like, what, 7 battles?
Yeah, something like that. Right now we're at 23, I think. At least within this update. So I guess probably final played a lot over the weekend. Nuggets. He likes his now.
What's the rarest ship in the game? Well, probably
Texas Alpha. Yeah.
126?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Texas Alpha is the rarest ship in the game. You got her by playing, I think it was 61 battles during the alpha phase of the game, which was a closed event.
I think it was more.
I think it was only 61. Because like G101 Alpha was like 35.
I think you got like some flag or something like that for the 61, and you had like over 100 for Alpha, so with Texas Alpha.
Maybe.
Or maybe the other way around, but it was more difficult to get. I believe it was 120. Yeah, could have been as well.
Yeah, it's 126 is the number that sticks in my head.
Coyote is saying 60 was G101.
Oh, 120 battles.
Yeah,
Okay,
120
okay,
battles,
Yeah, maybe that makes sense. Maybe 35 was for the flag.
I have 325 ships. Who has most? There are definitely some few players who have all the ships. Final definitely has all the ships, but it's kind of cheating.
Final does not have Kamikaze BS.
That's true.
So the only people who can have all of the ships would be Japanese players.
No, they can't, because they can't have the Founders Edition or Alpha ships, because it wasn't available to them. That's why we have Kamikaze BS, because they couldn't actually get any of the pre-order stuff as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. The Kamikaze BS is just because Japan was launched later. I don't know if they were part of the Alpha. They could have possibly gotten Alpha ships, but they couldn't get the Founders Edition stuff because it wasn't available in Japan at the time.
I don't remember when Japan released, but I remember Xbox for Japan released later. Because Japanese players tend to play on PlayStation more than Xbox. It's just the way it is. And so...
Well.
Spotting damage medals. You mean like reach X amount of spotting damage, or like X amount of damage was spotted by you in this battle? Yeah.
I just want to point out, Orochi just casually has 210k right now.
He just cooking.
What is he playing, Yamato?
He's just cooking.
Oh,
Do you
Kraken?
see a fighter plane?
no, I don't have any more left.
Yeah, but that's usually it. Like if you see Orochi launch a fighter plane, run.
Ooh, that was a nasty yoink.
Where is
a
the...
nasty yoink?
It wasn't nasty young.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't be.
Yeah. Where's the office? The office that we are in Prague. There is also a or like most of the game development happens in Belgrade.
How many players have all campaign ships? Right now, I don't know. We did publish the stat, I think.
Like last year.
Last year,
No,
2 years
no
ago.
Kraken. No
Yeah.
Kraken for Santa.
It's going to be less than 40.
No Kraken for Santa.
Because I think the number was 41 or 42 whenever. So
I think like 30 or 40, yeah. Like around that. Few dozen.
in terms of people who earned all of the campaign ships through the campaigns, not necessarily have all the campaign ships.
Last figure was 42. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So if the last figure was 42, then there's at most 41. Because one of those 42 was not Cerberus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, more legendary tier. Guys, chat. What tier would you suggest we play? Or ships? And do suggest Atlantico.
Maki Tango, you can do an Alpha Shields
Always.
training room, but I don't think it makes sense for the stream.
ST61. I don't think ST61 is going to be as rare as Texas Alpha though.
No, it's
No,
Definitely not.
not anymore. She used to be, but now there's more super testers or ST61s.
Tier 6.
You can go tier
I
6.
do tier 6.
Tier 6 is always fun.
But I'm gonna play tier 6.
Play Maya.
No, I'm gonna play Nelson W.
Okay, Robin, play Maya.
No.
We did have a lot of requests for
Maya.
Scherberg.
True, we had a lot of requests for that, yeah.
Cherbourg, okay. I can try it again, I guess. But
Mhm.
Cherbourg is tier 7, not tier 6. We can do a couple of tier 6 games, then we move on to...
We need a tier 7 Ivaki. Why would you want to put Ivaki
Actually,
on
hold
tier
on.
7?
Maybe I should get like a DD or something. No, you know what? Karakiolo is fine.
Tier
Always a
6
good
is
ship.
definitely a comfy tier, yeah.
Yeah.
Robin, play Toulon? No, I will not play Toulon. It has all the downside of a light cruiser
Oh,
and
stretching.
the only good side of being able to overpan everything you shoot at. Toulon, I think, will be a great ship for stuff like brawls or something, but in random, it's gonna suffer a little bit.
I don't know. You could easily get Toulon down to like 8.4 kilometer concealment.
Yeah, the concealment on this thing is crazy though.
Yeah. So
It's
you have
actually
to,
crazy.
You have to play it to the concealment strength.
Yeah.
And then, suddenly appear out of nowhere and there's like, now I'm a problem. 305 millimeter guns with main
Yeah.
battery reload booster.
The only thing is, if it's a battleship, you're not really a problem to them. You're
Yeah.
more like, oh look, a target I can destroy in 3 salvos. Why won't you play Toulon and Cherbourg? I don't know. I've tried them, and I prefer the German destroyers, French bias aside.
By the way, guys, I think we did play on stream Toulon and Cherbourg.
We did, yes.
The point with these ships is, yeah, it does look like a Dunkirk, but don't expect to tank like a Dunkirk.
You simply will not tank like a Dunkirk. It won't happen.
Yeah, it's fine. Like
and
I'm hungry. No.
Keeping in mind also that Dunkirk is not an especially tanky ship.
No, it's not. It's actually not.
Like if you think that just staying bow in is gonna solve all your problems, it's gonna save help with some of them, but you are gonna get.
You're
slapped.
still a cruiser.
German destroyers are Wunderbar. Yeah, I cannot wait for Felix Jules to get out of early access.
Oh yeah,
Get out of anyway. Just be released. That's the point. It's the tier rate of the branch actually. Because you're basically a Nelbing with a different turret layout. That's literally what this thing is.
Yeah. Did Nelson and Rodney have torps or no? Nelson and Rodney did have torpedoes. Nelson's were removed in 1941 because basically an Italian torpedo bomber blew them up. So
I will do the trick.
rather than replace them, they just removed them. But Rodney, I believe, still kept hers, although they may have been removed later in the war as well.
Because there are no plans for tier 9.
On the North Gate?
Yeah.
Did she repair?
Yes, he did, but
She
only
did.
one fire actually, so.
It's
You know.
8k on the opening salvo.
It's fine.
It's just Nelson things.
Nelson W.
Difference between Schultz and Elbing, there's a few differences. The main one's going to be like the way that the ship is laid out, because Schultz has the singular gun mounts and maybe a twin.
No, Schultz has 3x2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Schultz has 3x2. It's just that instead of being 2 in the back, 1 in the front, it's 1 in the front, 1 amidship, and 1 in the back.
Yeah.
Meaning that you basically get this odd kind of like, I don't know really what to compare it to, Z23, I guess, in a way, except the twin guns. And you're going to get a bit more range than Elbing. You're going to get a bit less concealment, I believe. Maybe more HP if you build for it. What is this, Summers?
Yeah.
Oh, Colorado.
That's a lot of torpedoes. Alright, there's a North K, and that's Suzuya, but I need this Suzuya to stay with me.
Chat is saying Schulz is having better
And she just
DPM
got
but worse
massacred.
torpedoes.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Repair Colorado. Colorado repaired. Let's go.
Yeah, it's the Akatsuki.
Yeah, the Elbing is not obsolete, far from it.
No, Elbing is a very strong ship.
Suzuya, open your eyes. There's a destroyer.
Like Elbing also has a stronger armor layout. I mean, it's a destroyer, but still, it's going to matter in
It's
an
a
18
destroyer.
Didn't Romney have the only torpedo hit by a battleship in history? So it is believed that Rodney has the only torpedo hit by a battleship in history. It's not like 100% confirmed, but it's very likely that Rodney hit Bismarck with a torpedo.
Ooh, incapped a gun on the Colorado.
But so we can't comment
No, just
on
in-cap.
when content comes back, especially on collaboration.
This Suzuya is just okay. Angry.
Does HMS Lion have short fuse AP? Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go more towards the center of the map. Colorado is set on fire twice.
Colorado is busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sonar Groove, there is no giveaway. We decided instead of giving away like few prizes to a couple of you, we had the code. In case you missed it earlier, I can drop it in chat again. It will give you 2 level 2 Santa crates. Or Santa level 2 crates is the correct name.
Are you sure you want to do this, Akatsuki?
Any plans to make AI matches more competitive? No. They are supposed to be relatively easy. More for like people who just want to do some pew-pew or who want to actually get used to ships slowly. Like first few battles, playing them in AI to just understand how your ship actually works is sometimes not a bad idea. Or you can also do training room battles. And they are not meant to be very challenging. And as far as I know, to some people they are challenging. Like our game is very easy if you play it a lot, but you also have to keep in mind not everybody is at the same level.
Yeah. Answer a couple of questions here. Does Monarch have short fuse AP? Yes, she does. And then does the new destroyer line have Elbing dispersion? Yes, they do, which means the new destroyer line has the best dispersion in the game.
Yes, some shore batteries would spice things up, would be cool. From personal experience, I can tell you, we tested shore batteries, not on Legends, but on PC, which in the effect they had would be very similar. It's just annoying. Like, they're just annoying. They might make sense in something like a PvE mode. Did we? I don't remember. Did we
Bastion
ever
mode.
have the one with the catapults in Legends for Halloween?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, actually we did the first Halloween
That was
mode.
the first one. Okay,
Yeah.
good. So for example, that's basically the same as a shore battery, just looks different. For something like that, yeah, maybe. For random battles, like standard battles, I mean, or even for versus AI battles, it doesn't really make too much sense.
Yeah. What?
Because all it does is either it's completely ineffective and you can just ignore it, or you have to fully focus on it and kind of makes it a different game.
Yeah. What British battleships have standard fuse AP? Warspite and Marlborough. And I think that's it. I could be wrong.
Ooh,
was-
I'm gonna
or-
pick him this time.
There was a question in the chat, but I missed it. So if I haven't answered your question about gameplay stuff, hit it up again. Yes. Armor penetration. So armor penetration boosters. So like the inspiration for like Robert Gerard or for punch through for cruisers. These will not
there's another
lead to over penetration. So which doesn't make sense logically, but hear me out. So the over penetration happens whenever your shell goes through an enemy ship and explodes outside of the enemy ship. So this happens whenever either the fuse isn't armed, because it just hits something that's too thin for the fuse to be armed. The way you figure out what your fuse arming threshold is you take your shell size divided by 6, just like with high explosive. And then if it's not, if it's armed and then it explodes outside the ship because it's just too fast, then it will overpin as well. Neither of these are really affected by your penetration number, so having more penetration is always good. What it allows you to do is penetrate a thicker piece of armor. So if you are,
Kagero, no. Kagero, no. I'm so
oh
sorry.
no,
I'm so sorry, Kagero. It wasn't meant to be like this.
he just stuck the Kagero on his valve.
You just get spaced
Meant
armor.
to be like this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And so, what penetration boost will allow you to do is, say you have 200 millimeters of penetration and you're hitting a piece of armor that's 203 millimeters thick. If you have plus 3% penetration, now you have 206 millimeters of penetration, so you'll go through it.
It's not even get down, Mr. President. It's more like
60,000 damage and 4 kills.
yeah, accuracy is not great on this thing. It's just
Yeah, the ship is incredibly accurate when Roman is about to steal a kill.
Yeah.
what?
The-
What do you mean? My
What were
second
we
did
playing?
most of the work.
Okay, yeah.
So the range perks affect overpin? No, range perks do not affect overpin. Range perks do affect dispersion a little bit. More range is better. in that
Guys,
regard.
give us next year, by the way. Let's get some suggestions in chat.
Report Robin for
Where is
trolling. I'm not
Tekana?
trolling. I'm just
Tekana left the Legends team over 2 years ago. He is with the Tanks console team, so World of Tanks Modern Armor. And they're also streaming regularly. I don't know if they already had an end of year stream or not. Maybe.
fine. I'll play Cherbourg. Okay.
Yeah. He is not on our channel anymore.
Range does not affect shell speed, Craig.
I will play Cherbourg and suffer with it.
Well, doesn't over time, over longer range, the shell
7?
speed reduces more?
Is it Atlantico
Yeah,
time?
like,
I wonder what
if
other ship
if you're
is
shooting at
7.
17 kilometers and you have a
Stanley.
range of 18 versus shooting at 17 kilometers and having a range of 19, there's no difference.
Yeah. If you have a higher range and you shoot at max range, then
Yeah, it will take
there's a
longer.
slight decrease in shell speed.
Yeah,
Marble
so-
Flint, thank you very much. I appreciate the comment.
Yeah, the only like parameter that range affects outside of range is your dispersion, and it improves your dispersion to have more range. But also, you will get spotted from farther away when you fire. So there is some pro and con there.
Thank you, Marvel, and same to you. Have a great holiday.
Yeah.
This
Any
is
more
gonna
quotes?
be
No.
unfun.
So
Tell you that.
I guess the way to put it, the only perks or the only things that affect over penetration in a realistic way is the skills like absolute ammunition on Azure Lane Baltimore. And there's a couple other skills that reduce shell fuse time that will reduce the amount of overpins you get, but may also cause you to get less citadel hits.
Okay, I guess we'll be going C, and not
I'm right behind
in
you.
that cap at all. No, you won't be
Oh,
right
Warships
behind
are
me.
that thing? I
You simply
completely missed
cannot.
it.
Sure,
That
bird.
Atlantico will be right behind me. His thing is quick.
And
I'm not sure what are you or what is Orochi playing?
Atlantico.
Atlantic.
Like, what type of question is that? We're playing
He's always
tier
playing
7, like, what did
Atlantico.
you expect me to play?
He's using his comfort ships, huh? And I'm the one just trying to get like Cherbourg to work
But
with
it's
that
French.
desperation.
Menacing subtle manipulation doesn't do that on Italian ships anymore. I would encourage you to take a look at subtle manipulation because that was reworked.
These
was
shells
it
are
reworked?
hurling.
It used to
though.
increase your shelf use time, and
These
then
shells
now
are
it does
going.
more penetration and more AP shell damage, I think.
But the Flandre I can't really mess around with too much, actually.
Yeah. Maybe Flandre is secondary.
Robin, you're getting pronunciation advice on a French ship name.
Tu vas vraiment me dire comment prononcer Cherbourg? Essaye seulement.
So it's never bad to select basic plus pin multiplier skills. Yes, it is never bad. However, there is often going to be a better option. So, like if it's a skill like punch through, then like maybe it's the best option. But if it's an inspiration, it might not be the best option. It's always good, but doesn't affect. But it might not be the
so
option.
subtle manipulations does cruiser's main gun SAP shell damage plus 8% and incoming fire dispersion plus 4%.
Yep. So range does not affect penetration at all. Well, that is increasing your range doesn't change your penetration at a given range. So, but if you shoot at a long distance target, of course you're going to have less pen because your shell slows down. That is the same.
Callero.
So
Callero.
Getting a little bit touched by the secondaries here, aren't you? Look
What
at
is it
this.
with the
It feels like
Kaggeros
it's a
recently?
cruiser.
It is a cruiser.
Oh my god. I'm just nullified.
Welcome to
Okay.
Atlantico, tier 7, everyone.
Yeah, here we go. Just literally cruiser caliber shells flying towards it.
Okay, chat decided it's called Burger.
Burger. Cherbourg.
Burger.
Cherbourg.
it's a shared burger.
It's a French cruiser burger.
Way too high. What am I doing?
It's a Herburg. The German has
That's
spoken.
a fire on the flank. I think the HE on this ship is actually kind of potent. Like it has good fire chance, good pen.
Scherburger. Yeah. What is it actually? Is it like a city name or?
Cherbourg, yeah.
Yeah. Jarba is it's on the northwest coast, if I remember right. It's basically like you have the Normandy beaches, you have a peninsula, and then on the other side of it is Shiva.
Just bullying people with your
Yeah.
Atlantico.
Yeah, yeah. What I mean by range is that a range skill will not change your penetration, but if you shoot at a target that's 10 kilometers away, you will have more penetration than if you shoot at a target
Okay, I
at
can't get a
15
fire on this
kilometers away.
already. I'm just gonna
Because
keep
the
shooting at the
shell flight time, shells lose velocity over distance, which means they lose penetration over distance.
And Coyote's right that, of course, the angle of penetration also still
Yeah.
matters, depending on how far you shoot and like what you shoot at. The angle might be different.
Yeah.
Okay, I cannot land more than 2 shells with this thing.
It's one of the main naval bases in France. Okay.
Yep.
It is indeed, yes.
Germans use it as base for subs, I believe. Oh
It's-
no, he said the S word.
Yeah, it's basically the main Atlantic base for
Ah,
the
okay.
French Navy.
Will the camo tab come back and store? No. Or most of the camos, let's put it that way, we made available for paint. Some of the camos might come back for doubloons, maybe not, I don't know. Or we will just add them for paint as well. We know there's still some camos missing that you would like to have craftable or viable or both. And we will work on that. But for now, the camos that we wanted to have to make available are all directly craftable for paint for the specific ship if you just go to the ship's loadout.
Yeah. Question from Jerry: is accuracy any better when you're stopped or when you're maneuvering?
Doesn't
Accuracy is always the same. So if you can be pulling the hardest turn of your life, pulling Battleship movie anchor drift style turn, and you'll have the same accuracy as if you're completely stopped. This is because basically ships have devices in them, basically a fire control computer that in ideal circumstances should compensate for whatever movement the ship is making. And so, we made that a little bit more overpowered, and basically all ships have the same accuracy all the time.
I will have to check the HE damage of Cherbourg because I feel like it's a bit anemic sometimes. I've been hitting a bunch of shells and I feel like every time I hit, I get really low damage. Stuff I would get with like a DD.
Did you spec for HE damage?
I
or-
didn't touch anything.
Okay.
It's the stock values.
Maybe that's the play. I have no idea.
How does a naval historian feel about that anchor drop scene? Personally, I die a little bit inside whenever I see it, but it's still a really, really cool scene, so I let it slide.
It's a really cool React video of like one of those typical channels where they invite like celebrities or like experts of a certain field, where they make a I think retired Navy admiral or maybe even Navy admiral in service from the U.S. Navy react to that scene and like other scenes. It's good.
Yeah.
It's not made to be realistic. It's made to be cool, and it is cool. So
Yep.
Yeah.
It serves its purpose. As for the carrier rework that's happened, or that's being tested or prototyped on PC, there's no news at all regarding that. We've explained this a couple times
He's gonna
earlier.
get a
in the
double
stream.
strike secondary. Watch this, guys.
so-
He's about to get a double strike secondary.
Guys, please don't spam. That will just get you a timeout.
I'm not even gonna shoot. I'm gonna let you. Yeah, here we go. I knew
Hey,
it.
what happened?
I was like, wait a minute.
got-
This
you got a
looks really
secondary
nice,
kill.
actually. And he
the
did.
secondary double strike.
Yeah. For those of you who do not know, the Cherbourg does actually have improved secondary accuracy, and so does Brest.
That wasn't me
does
though.
not.
That wasn't me. That was Orochi got that in the
Yeah, for
in the
those-
Atlantico, not
For
me.
those who do not know, I'm an Atlantico main.
I've been struggling with damage on Cherbourg the whole game.
Yeah.
So
I mean, your damage was fine.
I don't know. I feel like Cherbourg could
cursed
use a
that
little bit more
person.
love. It's not that spicy.
If she really needs more love, we will definitely give her some more
Yeah,
love.
I just feel like the ship is brilliant. The concealment is exceptional. The maneuverability and the speed is really good. It's just that the guns feel very inaccurate, and when you hit, they don't do damage either.
Yeah.
So it's like it just
More
feels
like
a little
a-
bit unrewarding because you use that great hull to position yourself someplace, and then when you're there, you can't really do anything
You're
because
selling the new ships really well. No, but
I'm just being brutally honest about
to
how
be,
the ships
to,
are.
to be honest, if they're lacking in that department, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're just meant to be more close quarters, especially if the secondaries are also having increased.
Not really, because you don't really have the armor to back up a close quarter
Yeah.
brawl. You have no icebreaker, very squishy nose, you know. They're meant to be like medium range flankers because they're really
Yeah, that's
quick.
what I mean with more close. Like
Yeah,
not
but I mean, I
max
was medium range the whole time, like 12 kilometers away from battleships,
okay.
and I was even then struggling to hit anything and do damage. I mean, I have like,
Chat is telling you to put
Decent
it in the
damage.
Discord feedback, Robin.
I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I'm
can
not,
cheat.
I'm not
Just,
sure.
just come directly to me and tell me.
I'm not sure if saying the health is bad
No, the
is
HP is
quite
great.
correct, because like Cherbourg has like on this build it has 49.5k, which I think is
I think it's the stock. I don't think I've touched anything
Yeah,
in
which
terms
might-
of. I mean, it's the upgraded. Sorry, not the stock. It's the upgraded.
yeah. The only cruiser that might have more HP at tier 7 is probably Siegfried or Zinga.
Yeah. And then look, I'm on a M at the DD, and no,
Which
it's
are
not
much
actually
bigger
late.
ships.
Mikey Tango is saying it's more like you want cruisers as an enemy target, not battleship.
I mean, I tried during the stream, but the accuracy is just not there to actually land citadels. I was shooting at stuff like Belfast and everything, Suzuyas and stuff, and I just couldn't really get the accuracy either. It's just my hot take. Maybe my build is wrong, but I'm using Neptune. Sorry, not Neptune, Saint Louis. Which, you know, like it's pretty standard. I don't have anything for accuracy, but I'm using Real-Time and Gunichi.
I don't really think
know.
it's a pretty standard cruiser though.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I mean, I think it's a great ship, and I really want to try it again. I just feel like the
Yeah.
I
like,
wanted to check one thing.
The
Here we
guns
go.
are definitely rough at long range.
Yeah, 4,000 HE damage isn't bad, you know. Oh
Robin,
well.
Do you play Constellation?
Oh, I love Constellation.
Okay, we'll do a Constellation game for Andy123 in the chat.
You should probably play like try like a HE, more HE focus build.
Perhaps.
HE reload.
Maybe.
Perhaps. All right, let me just get my crutch plotting room here on the Constellation. Constellation, for example, is a great ship in terms of the way it plays. You are extremely squishy, but you are fast, maneuverable, and your guns, oh boy, your guns are magnificent.
Oh, tier 7 again! No, I'm not gonna play Atlantic.
Hey, look!
What am I gonna play? Chat, anything tier 7 you want to see? Maybe something from this year? Perhaps Anchorage?
How about the German destroyer?
Destroyers are not my thing.
Just get a battleship. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, and just play some battleship. I'm not gonna play
I
Atlantic.
don't know if you played it earlier, but there were a few requests for it.
For what?
The new German destroyer.
Yeah, I played
did-
it. I
okay.
played Z. I played both actually. No,
Oh.
I didn't play Z31. I didn't play the tier 6. I played the tier 7.
And Halt.
Unhold? Why not? You can play Unhold if you want.
I can try to play Unhold, but not the best Unhold player.
Just let's
yeah,
do
we'll
it.
just do it.
Orochi just loves his secondaries.
Yeah, but Unhold isn't the secondary.
Yeah,
ship,
that's
though.
the thing.
That's the
No,
thing.
I am playing it for secondaries though.
But Atlantico's secondaries are just so mean.
Why?
Like, it just,
Why?
It just hits.
Why
so
not?
hard.
Why would you play Anhalt on secondaries?
It's fun.
Okay, show us how it's done.
No.
Show me how it's done. All right. Hawks? Oh no, a Vanguard and a Hawk. All right then, loading AP.
On the plus side, an Anhalt probably could penetrate a Hawk.
Yes. I mean, maybe
mind.
at close range.
No,
Look,
yeah.
Anhalt was actually designed around the HE shells more than the AP. Yes, it has great AP and they pack a punch against cruisers, but the pen isn't great.
Yeah.
The HE shells are kind of your bread and butter, at least for the ship, because it's German HE. It has great pen, medium damage, but you have 15 shells. As I was saying on the update stream, it's a ship when you want to make most of both of your shells. Ships like Yamato, you almost never want to shoot HE or something.
Yeah.
Or at least 7 with an Iowa or whatnot.
Speaking of Yamato, I actually looked at her today. She does over 95% of her average damage in AP shells.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be. But
That's basically like you're literally sending small cars at enemy ships
But
every
the
26
8 alpha,
seconds.
someone will say.
But the HE has
Orochi,
like the highest pen in the game.
there's a request. I don't know if you're warmed up, but somebody's asking to play carrier on stream.
Carrier? What
STD
carrier?
screen?
What
yeah,
carrier
they
would
said
you
any
like to see?
carrier.
Any carrier?
I actually played like a few streams back.
Thing
but
is though,
yeah.
you can't really make it. I mean, you can make a division, I guess, but it's more like, oh yes, Vanguard. Oh yes, come on, a little bit more, just a bit more, little bit more Vanguard.
Yeah, turn out just a little bit. There you go.
All right, sending the package.
I'm just gonna send it.
These shells are really mean. You know what? I'm gonna
Oh,
authors
no.
this. I'm gonna
Oh,
authors
this
this.
version.
Oh no, Vanguard, no.
Bye.
All right, this is
Oh, not
what a
quite,
battleship
bye.
should be like, gentlemen.
51k opening salvo.
It is fine.
51.
Yeah, but like, look, wait.
There's something fun about HE Yamato. It's called Conqueror.
Vanguard, you have to angle now. You have to angle. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's a DD here.
Oh, hello.
Now it's time to load HE.
I don't actually have the secondary build, by the way.
What? You have
Yeah.
hide?
I don't know.
he smoked.
I don't have the range. Probably change something.
Are you playing Legends on the PC? No. How?
Yeah.
This is the PC controller.
We have a PlayStation 5
Oh
and an
my
Xbox
god,
Series X here.
Caraculo, you do not have the right for this accuracy, sir.
And the phones. Actually, did I keep the game running?
Oh no, are these torpedoes gonna have range?
I don't know what I'm pushing.
Paid actors got to be... If Robin is playing usually, just the paid actors are usually hiding on stream. It's not paying them enough.
Like the paid actors just clock in, you know.
Well, maybe it's like a certain time, yeah. Are you getting hit? No.
No, I'm fine. I'm kind of dodging a lot of torpedoes here. It's kind of funny. All right, I have a radar, by the way, which I
screen
should
is-
use on this.
Your screen is PC, not Legends? I'm not sure what you mean by that. If you're meaning his laptop, this guy sitting next to me, he's not playing Legends right now. We're just sitting here watching the chat, interacting with you guys.
This guy.
Those
Can
two,
you see this?
yeah.
You can't even see it, can you?
I don't even,
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. But like, they're using computer monitors, but these guys, like, that's an Xbox Series X, and that is a PlayStation 5.
I guess the radar helped kill the lightning.
You can
which
also
is
see
nice.
it on the buttons, and like the whole layout is different than PC.
Yeah.
There's still this
Two
Akatsuki
PC.
around.
Yeah. And am I getting torched?
Oh,
Only one
goodness,
without
that's a lot of
flooding, so
torpedoes
it's fine.
again. Okay, thank you for taking both of them. Richelieu. You kept a gun on the... There's an Akatsuki still around.
I
right?
know, but
No
I
duck.
can't spot him. And I have Hydro.
My
so
radar is on
he's running away.
cool down. The down is
When
cool.
to use Silex and when to use Hide? I mean, Silex is just like more range.
Yeah.
While
Celiac,
Hide is like more. What's it? Slightly less range, a bit more. What was it? Accurate, I think.
no.
Was it accurate or was it readout?
Because hide is like a hybrid, so it's like so you would have more accuracy from your battleship. So if like
Yeah.
if you're playing a German battleship that needs more main gun accuracy, like say
yeah,
Bismarck
accuracy.
or like a mainline battleship, you'll get more out of hide than you will out of Celiacs. The
No.
Celiacs will be better on
This is
the
not a
German
good
battle
spot to be.
cruisers.
Of course you can torp him.
If you're playing like Schlieffen or Zeton or Prince Ruprecht, you'll get more out of Celiacs than you will out of hide.
These torpedo angles, by the way, are
Yep,
noise.
I'm getting torpedo angled as we speak. Please stall as we
Not
speak.
like this.
No.
I thought you needed help.
No, I had the torpedo in the water.
Now I'm the next against the Akatsuki.
Can you swap the?
Oh, my bad. Yep.
Okay, so if you guys want me to play a carrier game, I can definitely play a carrier game.
What is this?
Yeah.
Turpis.
Hide on any German BB? Yeah, like Hide is a very, very, very good German battleship commander. But I think you will get more out of Celiacs thanks to Knight's Spirit on a battle cruiser than you
At
will.
least on the higher tier ones.
Yeah.
On like tier 5, yeah, I would probably play Hide because the secondaries aren't like that crazy yet.
This tip is
Can we
gonna
get a
roll
Rick
over
Astley
our-
collab for next April Fools?
So planning next April Fools that has been started like 3 months ago, so it's a bit too late. I have no idea if Rick Astley would be up for that. It would be amazing.
He probably would be, if the price is right.
That's what I mean. With
Yeah.
he would be up for that, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it would be a cool idea. Though I'm not sure if actually that many players from like all around the globe would get it.
Yeah. That would definitely be
We don't really have
mostly
that many
English
memers.
speaking. Yeah.
So
Try to learn how to carrier anyways, so how it's done. I mean, I can, but the game will be
burning oil slick that catch your ship, make your ship catch fire.
There's no plans to add any oil slicks for ships sinking or anything like this. I'm between picking Maya, Collingwood, Resistance, Le Terrible, or Strasbourg. My opinion, although I am a battleship main, my opinion would be pick either Collingwood or Strasbourg. But Maya is an excellent pick as well. If you
Okay,
have
we're
cruise
starting
If
to
you
lose
have
this one a little
Artago
bit.
already, or if you know Artago, and you want a similar ship, just a tier lower, just to be like on the, like we said earlier, tier 6 comfy tier, go with Maya. Maya is a really, really fun ship, and it's basically just a tier 6 Artago with a main battery reload booster. Otherwise, like in general, these ships couldn't be more different. So
Yeah.
It really depends what type of ship you like. Do you like big gun go boom type of ship? Then Collingwood is your answer. Do you want just an good all-round battleship? Strasbourg. Do you want a destroyer?
Le Terrible. Yeah.
Yes, and do you want like a long range HC? Although AP is also pretty good on Maya, but fire cruiser, sure, go for Maya.
you can totally play her on AP, honestly. I would definitely spec her for HE and fire damage, but
Yeah, Resistance is like a really fast sniper ship, but if I was going to pick between Collingwood and Resistance, I would take Collingwood every time.
I also think that Resistance has a bit of a learning curve. Like, you
Yeah.
can't just go in playing other ships and suddenly, unless it's actually British battle cruisers. But
Akizuki,
We-
we need caps, please.
we don't
Get
plan
the
to add
cap. My God.
legendary tier CVs for any of the other nations, or CVs for that matter in general. We might be in future, but right now we don't. Don't really.
Please get the Akizuki.
Like carriers aren't all that popular, so we are thinking about how to change them without like not changing them
Now I'm getting-
completely, not making them too strong or too bad. So
What is your build on Collingwood? So personally, I run Azulane Nelson, but if you're not running Azulane Nelson, then you're going to want to take Collingwood on, or not Collingwood, Cunningham on your Collingwood.
I have
and is mobile coming to iOS? It is already on iOS in the Philippines, Canada, Brazil, and France. As for more releases, like more countries, can't tell you. We will have to stay tuned for any news.
You please give the tier 3 carriers the ability to move.
No, it's fine. You can just leave carriers unpopular. I mean, they aren't exactly unpopular. They will always be played very little because, in relative terms, because they only exist on every other tier. They don't exist on tier 1, so even one less. And there can be only one per team. But in general, there should be...
Yeah.
They could, at least some of them could use some tweaking. We're thinking about how this could work.
Yeah. And in terms of making tier 3 carriers move more, the one that's slowest or like is Langley actually got basically a 25% movement buff from what she was capable of in real life. So
So she didn't move at all.
like IRL, she was good for with on a good day with a tailwind and shallow water, maybe 14.5 knots. In reality, more like 12 knots. So she's able to
Technically
almost reach 20 in Legends. So,
Please no top.
Blip, do you have any cool history facts involving ships and Christmas? Scharnhorst was sunk a couple days after Christmas.
How's that cool?
It depends on what side you're on.
Yeah, fair.
There's an old Christmas tradition of allowing a crewman to be captain for a day in some navies, where basically like there's a crewman who's quote unquote the ship's captain and can make people do funny things because he's the captain. But that's really dependent on the captain in charge.
The actual captain.
Yeah,
How would you determine that? Like who
you
gets to
lottery.
do it? Ah. And they could like command the whole ship or just the people?
You could like within reason.
So not like ram this iceberg there.
Yeah.
Maggie?
Of
Hello?
course.
Oh,
Hello? Oh god, and we're gonna lose C
And there
now.
we go, 200k.
I think she's AFK. Yeah.
Full secondary build on a Graf Zeppelin actually isn't all that bad.
wait, full secondary build on what?
On a Graf Zeppelin.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not bad, but
You do it for the meme.
yeah. Get a smoke destroyer, just.
Anything with crawling smoke in front of you is kind of fun.
There's a full HP Hawk as well still.
Yeah, because you have the secondaries, you can spot for yourself, you have a destroyer smoking for you, like, how lose? No. Just play like a carry.
And that's how the I'm the captain now was born. Nice.
Tomorrow you could still be court-martialed. Yeah. Yeah. Remember to keep your sanity. Don't let it go all the way to your head.
Please go boom Vanguard. Thank you.
By the way, guys, if you're typing in non-English in chat, don't expect a response.
We can win this.
Oh, by the way, the Constellation damage record is 257k, so
Okay.
you have a target.
I mean, with the fate just showing me all broadside, it's probably gonna happen at this point.
What's the record?
257k.
Oh, that could actually be broken.
Blow up. Another one.
Oh,
Seven
almost
Citadel.
there.
That's 7 Citadel so far. I just need to kill this
happening.
Amagi. Wait, am I still... I feel like I'm about to eat a torpedo if I turn right, but I'm still gonna do it.
Maybe it's a pigeon dodge instead of a catapult, yeah.
What's my only chance of actually getting the DD spot? What is this? It's an Akatsuki and a scanner. Yeah. Oh, Hawk might actually punish me back. Oh, here we go. 15 seconds.
I believe. I believe.
Oh yes.
And actually, on Langley, the executive officer's office was in the messenger pigeonholed. Yeah.
Why?
Well, basically, like they used to have the messenger pigeonholed, and then they got rid of it and made it the executive.
Hawk is hurting.
Come on, you can get like
So
8k off.
So I'm sure the smell never went away.
Oh, that one.
It's very, very good that the
Come on,
Amagi is
come on.
AFK though.
Come on.
No.
Oh.
And then I'm not even gonna get the Kraken because we're gonna get the the cap point before the torpedo hits. No Kraken for
No.
me. But that was a good game though.
Ah,
That was a good game
so
though.
close yet so far.
I could have got that Kraken on the Hawk, unfortunately, but didn't happen. So yeah, Constellation's a good ship. Constellation's really strong. Even though the second you actually get shot at, as you can see, that Hawk got one salvo at me and Vanguard me. So yeah, I'll take it though.
Okay, do you guys want to do a carrier game? Maybe tier 5? I didn't see any suggestions from the
5. Okay, we can do tier 5.
Yeah, Drift 13.
What are you playing and why is it
anything
7?
else?
Just gonna play Sheriff.
We can stick at 7 if you want. If you want to play Pobeda, but okay, 5. 5, 5, 5. I don't even know anymore. Leander. Yeah, sure. Leander's fine.
Oh,
Leander's a good ship.
I like your
Unfortunate that
choices.
hurts. Look, let's call it like a imaginary Kraken. Imagine I got both the Amagi and the Hawk in a double strike. All right, just imagine that.
Yeah. Do secondary really learn less XP? And now that there are more ships released with focus on secondary, so damage you deal from your secondary battleship or your secondary battery does earn less XP than damage you would deal with your main battery guns or torpedoes.
Okay, guys. So,
But the difference is not that large in terms of your overall outcomes. There is a slight difference, but of course there's a difference between any two ships. And usually speaking, a main battery ship is going to just be more effective than a secondary battery ship in general.
Mobius,
So
are you telling me to get good? Huh? Is this what you're doing, Mobius? Here, have some bells.
okay, guys.
Sorry.
So, I promised a carrier game, and I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna do in the carrier. So, a few things. We see 2 destroyers on the enemy team.
They're gone.
Yes, well, each carrier kind of has a different purpose, but Seraph, the primary objective early on is to take care of the destroyers. And generally, it's a good idea to start spotting destroyers for the rest of your team. So that's priority number 1. It's not, oh, there is a battleship, I can torp him, deal 10k damage, be useless for 6 minutes. No.
Yeah, fire set by secondaries are the same. Yeah, because fire damage is just fire damage in terms of how the game logs it.
The bell.
Oh, that's a rare sight.
Leviathan.
A Leviathan. Okay. Pensacola though, yeah, that thing has to hurt. That thing has to hurt.
That's a destroyer, that's a Fusin. So, we can either force Fusin to smoke up.
Which would be very, very helpful for me actually.
Yeah. Or, I can't see very good. Okay, it's fine. I can just turn here.
So explain AP penetration multipliers and angle of penetrations and when to use for inspirations. So AP penetration multipliers for inspirations
I'm
are
shooting at
basically best to have like as a bonus with a commander. So like if you're running Jojard, hey, that's a cool inspiration to have. But I wouldn't suggest that you take Jojard as an inspiration for another battleship commander, unless he's just your best option in terms of the percentage gain. It's a nice bonus to have. It's not really something you should really aim to get, especially for battleships. because battleships usually have more
get
than
diffusion,
enough
don't
penetration
worry.
for anything they
I'm gonna kill this
deal with.
We're gonna spot him now.
Angle of penetration is going to be best for whenever you are dealing with ships where you're going to be in close combat situations. So if you're going to be brawling in like a German battleship,
Look at his engine, actually.
angle of penetration can help you there. Because whenever you're brawling, usually you're going to come in bow to bow against an enemy ship. And so if you have a greater angle of penetration, you can fire sooner.
Leander is so good at
means
just
you get more
ruining
DPS
destroys
against
life.
them. And also angle of penetration also helps with really long range combat. If a ship turns away or something, it reduces the amount of ricochets. But again, I would say angle of penetration is usually going to be more of a bonus than it would be something that you aim to
Oh my
take.
god, Leviathan. That is not... No, you did not. I dodged that shell. Okay, I
Yeah,
just
so-
got halved.
So you were saying Jojard is not a good inspiration for Odin. You'll get some value out of him for Odin, but you'll probably get more value out of an accuracy inspiration, a rate of fire inspiration, or something like this. It's a pro and con thing. It's because essentially taking Jojard as an inspiration for Odin means you are losing the opportunity to have a faster reload for Odin, for example. At what ship's sigma value is it better to increase shell grouping over dispersion with commander inspirations? My rule of thumb is if it's 1.8 or below, shell grouping is going to be more valuable. If it's if you have higher shell grouping than 1.8 or 1.8 and above, then you'll probably get more out of dispersion unless it's a battle cruiser. That's the way I feel about it. I'm sure other people can have a different opinion, and that's totally fine.
Well, speaking of
'Cause-
Coding, I know we were speaking about Constellation, but Coding would also nice ship.
Nope.
And CV
Actually,
spotting
like,
for
Coding-
DDs for the enemy team is extremely effective. Destroyers are pretty much helpless without their concealment. Yes, if the carrier is doing a good job in just spotting, it can be quite a pain for a destroyer. In that case, it also why you kind of want to go in, yes, and you also have to spot. Staying a little bit closer to your team isn't all that bad as a destroyer.
The thing is, you do have to play a little bit differently as a destroyer if a carrier is at play. But if you actually play differently and don't solo and think you're gonna be unspotted forever, you can have pretty decent games.
Yep. And how do you know the value? Best way to know the value is to get in contact with one of us or with one of our community helpers on Discord, either a moderator or a quartermaster. There is also I think there's a Reddit thread that has collected all of the Sigma values that we've given out over time. So there are some community tools out there to find them. WoW's Builds has most of them. Not all of them are accurate though. Because things change over time, and WoW's Builds is run by one person. So
Inside the game, you can't see all the values.
yeah,
Like we're getting back to the discussion we had earlier, where like players already don't really want to go through like a lot of information. That is something we actually struggle with quite a lot. Like if you ever saw us on a patch notes day, and how many people asked the same question over and over again, that was just answered 2 lines above them. People don't read. So if we add more details to the game, all it will effectively do is it will be nice for 0.001% of the players who are actually very attentive, who currently have to ask us for some of the hidden values they're interested in. But it will just look very intimidating for the average player, and it will most likely just make them not want to read anything at all. And also makes it harder to find like the essential values.
yeah.
In the end, a lot of the things don't really matter all that much. Like it matters for fine-tuning, it matters for like absolute min-maxing, but that is so situational and so rare that we kind of decided to not add that many things in the game. I think it's already quite a lot, to be honest. And for some players, we can already see it's too overwhelming. We do have some ideas, possibly adding more information in some way or another.
Good kill.
But
Where
we
does it
can't really
smoke,
go
actually?
into
Oh, it's a
details.
Belfast.
Yep.
Oh, that's a bit scary.
As for the shell grouping for the new French cruisers, Toulon is 1.9 and Cherbourg is 1.8. Information about Brest and Felix Schultz and stuff like that, let's worry about that whenever they're here.
Guys, for more codes and giveaways, I mean, we had already the majority of our stuff, quite frankly, because we are also not going to be here for most of it. Boss was saying it, he's gonna be, Final Boss, he's gonna be pretty much one of the only people in the office next week. And the week after as well, there will be a lot of people off. So we are doing like most of our activities actually before Christmas. There will be some giveaways, so keep your eyes on social media, on YouTube, Twitch, and yeah.
Yep. I got the Anhalt and thought that Jajard would fix the guns. So like Jajard improves the penetration of the guns, but he doesn't improve. Basically, for Anhalt, he doesn't improve them enough to be like to turn the ship into something else. And that's kind of the way that the AP penetration skills, for the most part, work. Is that they give you an improvement, but they don't take a ship and turn it into something else.
All right, good. So we have time for one more game for this stream.
Do we have time, or do you guys want to just chat and answer some questions?
We can do both.
I think it's best. Let's switch to the everyone camera and answer some questions, because this is the last end of stream Q&A ish of the year. Wait, wrong camera. Do we have one with everyone? Yeah. Okay.
And Anhalt has better pen than DDs. Anhalt has quite low penetration for a tier 7 battleship. Essentially, it's going to be very much targeted against cruisers, and also the upper works of enemy battleships. You can absolutely slap people with Anhalt AP if they're not careful. I guess the comparison to make with Anhalt would be some of your larger gun cruisers.
Ship is Brest, that's the French carrier, right?
Brest is the tier 8 French large cruiser.
Ah, that's cruiser.
Is the ship after Cherbourg. Anhalt
Wait,
guns are
what was the
350s.
French carrier that was similar?
The only French carrier is Baron.
Ah, Ben. Yeah, I mixed them up. Like
Yeah.
some names. I may at some point remember them all.
I think World of Warships Legends needs to include some penetration and armor videos within the game tutorial sections. Look, we have the same system as PC when it comes to shell interactions like this.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend you look on YouTube a series called How It Works. And they have probably now about 15 or 20 different tutorials, including armor AP shells specifically. And it explains everything all the way down to SAP as well. And technically, we run on the same game mechanics than them, especially in terms of shell interaction, torpedo interaction, and everything. So it's basically one-to-one to Legends. Now, the only difference is going to be like commander skills and stuff like this, which are going to affect this even more than PC does in some way. But still, this information is still very relevant. And if you want to learn about this tutorial already exists. Now, the detail of your question being, can we have that in-game? It's a different thing. I wish it would be possible. Maybe in the future we'll have that. Maybe
Like-
not. Tutorials
like
are
we were
always nice to
saying-
have, but
Just to sneak in there, like we were saying earlier, the issue is that if you are interested in that, you will find it.
yeah,
The majority of players don't care. They simply do not read. They simply do not watch. It is sadly that's sadly the case. PC does actually have tutorial videos upon account level up, upon unlocking different features. The people are still the same potatoes they are. You won't change that. Somebody who wants to improve will improve. That said, as we said earlier, we have some ideas how to add some more information. We are actually working or playing with different ideas of like having hints pop up in the game mid-battle even for new players. Actually already have added that as well. And that has some success, but in the end, somebody who's just firing HE in the Colorado or Iowa all day, you will not change that player. by adding videos. You can create a huge pop-up screen. Stop doing that. They will still do it because it's convenient.
I will add something to this. This isn't only a thing that in Legends; it's pretty much a thing in all games.
Yeah.
If you see someone that is playing something suboptimally, like he sees a broadside target and fires HC, or if you want to get better, help each other out. Like if you want to get better, the way I got better, just some context. I started from playing PC, is I joined a clan and learned from some of their best players. And later on, when I saw someone being a bit confused, not knowing how to play their ship, I usually added them, texted them, said, "Hey, like you're in an Iowa, you can fire AP, it's more effective, try it." So guys, if you see someone that's not playing great and you're in the mood to actually help, and you can actually, just add them and tell them like, "Hey, you can do this." And if you want to get better, join a fleet.
That's
Like,
right.
I mean,
really
like
easy.
as Twitch chat is saying, yes, you can also just not be bothered at all. That's your choice. You can just say, I don't care, I don't want to help others. If you want to help others, though, keep in mind what I Reggie just said. Don't go, oh, this is dumb, because that's not gonna make you hurt.
You also have like
nice.
one of the best resources on the internet as well, which is a gift before Christmas, almost every week or almost every day, for people who are actively actually making videos about this, is our community contributors, or even not even people making content about the game. We don't even need to make tutorials anymore because there are so many in-depth tutorials already existing from CCs or people who make videos on YouTube about the game and everything. But again, it's the same kind of topic. If you're looking for information, oh boy, there is information out there about how the game works and its mechanics and tips and everything. So,
And I would also mention that there are going to be some players you run into who don't want to get better. And like, I know for probably all of us, that's mind-boggling. Like, how would you not want to get better at a game? But there's some people who are just happy where they are.
they don't need to.
And
maybe.
if they're happy where they are, let them be happy. So one question here that was, what's the difference between dispersion and shell grouping? So keep it very simple. Dispersion is the circle that your shells can fall into. So having a better dispersion means that circle is smaller. Shell grouping is kind of the random factor that decides where inside that circle your shells are likely to land. So a higher number or more shell grouping means that it's more likely to land towards the middle of their circle.
I refuse to get better. Based.
That's the spirit.
Refuse to elaborate, leaves.
For some people, it's just a stress release. Exactly. Like for some people, they just want to pew-pew. For some people, they only have 20 minutes a day. The majority of video game players on any console, PC, phone, whatever, doesn't really matter what device on. They're not playing for hours. They're playing for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe an hour at a time. And also not every day. Some only play on weekends. By the time the next weekend comes, they already forgot everything they learned the previous weekend. Like there's so many different players. Yeah, you can offer your help. If they don't want it, then that's how it is.
Yep.
All right, I guess we're slowly but surely getting to an end. We can do a few more questions.
Let's do some more questions, guys.
And-
The last time, or
Yes.
the last time this year.
Just to repeat, I'll quickly put in our code. If you didn't redeem it yet, redeem it now. It will be expiring very soon. You'll be getting 2 Santa level 2 crates, so good luck with the drops. I already saw a couple ships drop, even somebody who got 2 ships out of that. Otherwise, some nice resources to stock up your supply. Will the camera section ever return into the store? No plans for that. No, we want to rather keep it in the loadout.
Oh, you mean the camo section?
In the store,
Yeah,
yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand.
And so our next stream is going to be on the 8th of January. We are going to celebrate Christmas next week, and then we have New Year hangover the week after. Will the newsletter email be coming back? I'm pretty sure we still have newsletters. Nothing changed in that regard. If you have any issues, please contact support. Can you add again the text to the medals one after the match screen? I mean, I think with the text it looks less good, and ultimately you can just look them up. I'm not sure. It's a design decision. We designed it that way now. We found that to be more pleasing, more appealing. It's not set in stone. It's possible that we rework again some parts of it.
Yep.
When it comes to ships and when they're coming to the game, we cannot, or any content to be honest, we cannot give you an answer on that. More maps. We just added Scandinavia, so slowly but surely we are getting there.
Yep. No plans for SAP skills for American commanders, as there's only one ship in America, like in the American line or lineup, rather, that can even use them. So it's at the moment there's no plans for them.
Maybe an overview, put more input for what the ship can and can't do would be helpful for newer players. You mean like, I mean, it's kind of already the ship traits highlight like the strengths and partially weaknesses.
Yeah, it's like, and it's really hard to describe what a ship can and can't do.
That's also the issue I was saying earlier. You kind of would need a tutorial for every single ship and then every single situation.
Yeah.
Because it is completely different what your, let's say, AP-focused cruiser can do when he's facing a heavily armored battleship versus a light cruiser versus a destroyer versus a carrier. On different ranges, if you are sandwiched in between two enemies, if you get flanked, if you're on the move, if you're stationary, there's so many factors. It's difficult, and like if we give some guidance, that will either be ignored or will end up with people just playing that way, and then it's also wrong. So it's really the whole idea is that you kind of get into it and then you adapt.
Yeah.
If you don't adapt, I don't really think that's gonna work out.
Change the tips at the beginning of matches. Yeah, we're aware that some of the tips are, shall we say, suboptimal. Hiding behind battleships as a destroyer, or
Yes.
Among other ones.
Wait, what?
So like that is a point that we want to improve. I would say hopefully in 2024. That's probably like one of my goals to push for that. Would be.
Poke
And
me
think about
tomorrow
Stam,
again.
guys.
Yeah.
If Final Boss would be here and he would see this comment, he would back you up 1000%. Final Boss has been pushing for Unsinkable Sam content. Most of the patches who got given away on our social media actually came from his idea, and then just him pushing about Sam. So
He
big
likes
lad,
cats.
but the guys in the future, imagine the guys with only like cat sounds.
You know, PC has it.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
why.
why.
You
Let's
just
go.
sound
Let's
like
go,
a cat,
man.
by the way.
No, we already like nudged the developers like, hey, by the way, they have the sounds already recorded.
It exists.
It exists.
It's present.
It's mainly a matter of like making sense to add it. So, like some date where it's not just, oh, here's a random cat guy.
Yeah. But
So we
eventually.
don't just want to throw it in randomly, but sooner or later we'll probably
We know it's
get it.
possible, so
Yeah.
just there we go.
Dev striking
Well,
someone and
everything is
hearing-
possible.
All right then. It's
I
been
think it's
fun.
fun.
It's been fun. I hope so, at least. Bit of an unusual stream, but we wanted to, show everybody's faces before the end of the year here. Final Boss isn't here to say goodbye, but he already said, so we're gonna say goodbye to you in his stead. And yeah, fantastic year 2023 in my opinion. Lots of things, and we can only hope for more in 2024. I'm really excited for what's coming. And stay tuned, because there's gonna be a bit more information coming before the end of the year about that.
So yeah,
We're all just nodding now.
I agree.
this is a given.
Yeah, have a great holiday time, or maybe if you have to work, thank you very much for whatever you're doing. Somebody has to hold the fort, like Final in our case.
Bully him,
and,
please,
Happy
for me.
New Year, and happy Hanukkah, happy Easter. No, we will be back on the 8th of January.
Okay. Until next time, have a good one. Take it easy. Bye.